Dogs. This guy has left a pile of drool on my floor, on my bed. Here, you can have that. Alrighty, let's get this started. There we go. How's everyone doing tonight? I really got to get my partner to do my nails. They're not looking great. Alright, where the heck did I leave off? Oh, that's right. I had just gotten here. And I have no idea what's going on in the rest of this town. Got it. Who's Zodi? And then there's all this. Okay. Well, let's just go counterclockwise, because I'm curious what or who Zodi is. And we'll kind of go from there. Alright. Oh, I love the way that these things are organized now. So much better than the first game. These Principi grow too bold. Governor wished to speak with you. No? Alright, so you don't have anything interesting to say. Hope Clario knows what he's doing. Rinko is in a bad way. Have you visited him? What a mess. You are right. Where did I come from? I don't even know.
Accept
you are truly
the
not a
light,
pirate?
And you shall be redeemed.
A woman shouts, arms raised high and wide. In each hand she grips a golden candle. The flames gutter wildly as she gestures to the crowd before her. The missionary holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars on the forehead of each kneeling worshipper. One of them stumbles back, swiping the hot wax from his skin.
Madicchio, I did not sign up to be burned.
I have no idea what you just said, my guy. A Valian for fuck this, and a Valian expletive. So they'll say fuck, but not whatever this is. So fuck this, Madiko. I did not sign up to be burned. I'm just going to watch. I'm curious. The priestess trembles her arms, face pinched with disappointment. In the warm sea breeze from the port, loose strands of her sun-streaked hair whip about her head like a living halo.
This flame is not for purification. It is for illuminating the darkness. Sanctification comes only as a result of your journey. But the light will guide your way.
She tilts her face towards the sky. Eyes shut, she drags a shaky hand to dribble wax across her own brow.
Aethys has returned at last, but it's not too late to redeem ourselves.
Oh, you're one of those.
As surely as my fingers are webbed, I tell you, gone, never left.
Despite her contrary words, the Huana woman shrugs, accepting the golden wax.
Sakes alive, Wanglis. Ain't we got more pressing matters to attend to than a baptism?
Arms crossed over her chest, a shorter, duskier woman watches the ritual with an ornery sort of expression, her delicate chin
We just
jutted
missed
up.
one of the biggest reap-ins of all time. What about the souls that need us?
As she steps forward, she reaches for a peculiar-looking lantern strapped
Do
to
not
her hip.
push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Rather than discouraging the other Dawnstar, the accusation seems to kindle a stubbornness inside of her. Shoulders set,
Here,
she
I'll
grins.
light 'em all at once.
Metal clanking, she sways an eerily lit lantern in an intricate pattern before her. The priestess bites her lip, swinging harder and faster, lithe arms hurtling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength, until she thrusts it hard out toward the crowd, splattering everyone with wax. I'll just wipe a glob of wax from my
Now that we're
shoulder.
right with our God, can we please see about helping the people I dreamed died? Those souls ain't gonna reap themselves.
Her words catch in her throat as she turns, spotting you for the first
I'm
time.
guessing you're not here for the baptism.
Actually, I'm looking for an Adra statue about yay high, inhabited by Aethys.
I knew it.
She clenches her grip on the sickle in her
God's
right
been
hand.
calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams. I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Why do you want to go inland?
There are souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
I have a good feeling this is a party member, because I can see
Enough nonsense, joking.
souls.
No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Wingleth, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gon bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be. We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
What do you think? Biting at her bottom lip, she looks you up and down. A pleased sound leaves her throat.
Think I know what you are.
Her brows raise in a sort
Here
of challenge.
you are, following my God. Watcher, will you take me with you?
How the hell did you know? Ah, a fine proposition. I'd enjoy the company of a priestess. Give me a moment here. There we go.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
She beams
You won't
brightly.
regret this.
She steals a shy glance at Adair.
Hey.
Adair half nods without looking in Zodi's direction. He seems suddenly focused on something else in the distance. A tad too eagerly, she saunters
At
close
least
beside
take
you.
care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Samhain's.
The older priestess sighs,
Well,
shaking
don't
her
tell
head.
What the High Priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
Grinning, Zodi waves her brethren a curt parting. Well, that was easy enough. Huh. I still haven't gotten around to figuring out what I'm even doing in this game, so later on I will play around with multiclassing. For now, I'm just going to make her a priest.
The children of the Dawn Stars. I wondered if we'd run into them down here.
Not to be confused with supernatural manifestations of Aethys, the Children of the Dawn Stars are Raed Seren followers of Aethys, who have traveled to the Deadfire archipelago as migrant workers in the decades following the Saints' War. Lacking colonies of their own, Dawn Stars can often be found in the employ of the Valian Trading Company or Royal Deadfire Company.
There's someone I used to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around, see if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
Just a friend, huh?
Zodi rubs the back of her neck, clearly uncomfortable. How did you know her?
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale, same temple.
Adair looks askance at you. Your cheeks are red.
All right, all right. We used to, you know. She was real loud, too. Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
Wow, chicka wow wow. Zodi's face models bright red, and she turns away, hands covering her eyes. Sounds like a special woman, Adair.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling. Hey, this brings back some memories, huh?
What are your thoughts on Aethys at the moment?
I don't know. I've still got this picture of him in my mind from when I was a kid in church. It's nothing like what we're seeing. Just like it was nothing like Widewind. But that first image, that's still what Aethys is to me.
Well, let me ask you something
If you
else.
like.
What did you do after we ended the legacy?
I like that feeling, knowing we'd stopped Theos. We were part of something big. And that was something I never felt before. Not even at war. Guess I went looking for it again. Not that I wanted to tangle with gods, but something smaller. Something I thought I could manage. There was that little town, Deerford, we passed through. Got hit real hard by the legacy. I went in and asked their mayor if I could help.
I remember that.
He was real friendly. But then it turned out he was in that Scanite cult they have over there. And when I wasn't looking, he tried to knock me out with a garden hoe. Guess he wanted to drain my blood or gouge out my eyes with rocks or whatever it is they do. Didn't ask. Anyway, I came out of his house carrying his head and, well, I got to be mayor after that.
No
They
shit.
didn't even want to do an election. I said, if you're sure, and they all nodded, kinda quick-like.
Mayor Adair, how did that go?
Some of it I was good at. Welcoming people. Getting them to settle there, keeping order. But there were other things I had no head for. Negotiating, settling arguments, saying the right things. I think I made a difference, but plenty of folks got hurt along the way. And I don't know if that was something we could have avoided, or if it was the cost of trying to fix things.
Let's
If
talk
you
about
like.
something else. How do you like the Deadfire so
Yeah,
far?
it's different. Especially compared to Gilded Vale, where there's more livestock than shovels. Sounds different, too. You wake up to all those bird calls, it really does sound like they're making music. If the birds woke you in Gilded Vale, it was usually a couple crows making the most horrible mating noises you ever heard. Strange thing is, I still get this feeling in me like I wish I was home.
Alright, well, let's get moving.
What can I do you for?
I'm gonna talk to her a little bit more. Oh, actually, there's a lot that I gotta do. Hold up. I gotta put her there for now. It's probably fine. Let's check out her inventory. What does she come bringing with her? I mean, it's great that you have a crossbow. Why isn't it equipped? Zodi's Sigil, Deflector, deflection against melee weapons, that's good. Soul Reaper, until combat end on scoring kills stacks 4 times. Oh. I mean, that's cool. She's like a combat priest. Is that what I'm getting out of that? Potion of Spirit Shield. She has an antidote. That's cool. Alright, I can get behind that. What does your lantern do? It's a shield. +2 all restoration power. +2 all inspiration power levels. +1 of each monk resource per kill. She's supposed to be a monk. Well, she is a priest. Unfortunately, is what I made her, because I need healing. So maybe I will multi-class her just to figure out how to do it. It's not a bad idea. Kind of use her as damage. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go back and... The sickle was originally forged as a cheap farming implement, but in Zodi's hands it is a potent weapon. The aspect of Aethys, known as Gon, is often depicted carrying a sickle, with which he reaps what is sown in life, carrying out the cycle of death and rebirth. In service of Gon, Zodi carries a similar tool, emulating the holy act of reaping. This sickle, while outwardly ordinary, has inherited power from Zodi's strong faith. You know, it could be Shodi, but I'm just going to keep saying Zodi for now. This lantern contains a mantle of Audra at its core. In her service to Gon, Zodi has worked tirelessly to collect souls within the mantle so they can be safeguarded until Aethys returns to Hell once more, to oversee the process of death and rebirth. The lantern is well constructed and quite durable. Zodi wields it in the manner of a small shield, and it offers reasonable protection. I'm actually not seeing... Ah, there it is. Small shield deflection 4. Got it. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, well. Oh, I want to... Alright, before I do that, let's find... Yep, got that. Thanks.
Hey.
Not going to bother leveling her up because it's just going to cost more to do it after the fact. Anti-religious but pro Aothis.
About time we took a breather. My feet are blistered something fierce.
Hands braced on her knees for support, she leans forward and sucks in a breath of fresh air. Her eyes never leave your face. A rosy flush slowly brightens her cheeks, and she beams you with a wide, brash
Tell me
grin.
what's on your mind?
What are your thoughts on Aothis, although I feel like I know the answer to
We
this?
talking during the Saints' War or after he died?
So he taps a finger to her lips and hums thoughtfully. Honestly, what's the difference?
Well, before he died, he was still Aothis as the majority of my brethren know him. Aothis embodied a human, and when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Aothis died.
Adair
And I
seems
think a
pleased.
part of him did. The part he'd most closely woven into living flesh. The part that represented life and rebirth after death. Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire seas, was the side more aligned with obsidian, rot, and falling away. That which is death.
Alright, so tell me about Aothis leading up to and during the Saints' War.
I really only know what my folks taught me.
She scratches the back of her head,
Aothis
hesitant.
embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aothis would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my high priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Obsidian, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is change. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
So what's your take on Aothis following the Saints' War?
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aothis as well. Why not? But Aothis died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now.
Well, then let's speak
No
of
need to
something else.
fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
I haven't even heard her swear once yet, so this conversation does not make any sense.
You need me, I'll
That's
be
all
2
for now.
weeks and a holler away.
Understood. Alright, who can I talk to redo her class?
May Aothis's light shine upon you.
You watch over her, you hear? That's one of ours whose fate you've taken into your hands.
I will.
For God's sake, I don't need nannying, Wanglith. I've reaped more with my 2 hands than you'll dream in a lifetime.
And you've pride in that?
Head shaking, she
You
turns
see
to
why
you.
She needs guarding. You must shield her light. Do not let her lose it or her life. Do you seek a blessing from the light?
We're actually looking for someone who came out this way years back.
If it's a fellow missionary you seek, then you might talk with Nordegand at the temple in Nekataka. She's been around a while. Knows more of us than most anyone else.
Nekataka is the great and ancient city. The great and ancient city of Nekataka is so old that its foundations are said to predate the Great Huana Cataclysm of legend. In recent years, the native Huana population have been crowded by the arrival of Valian and Ruatayan colonists, traders, and soldiers. Alright. Good puppy. Do you know where Aothis is, boy? The dog gives a single quiet whine. Its stub of a tail wags excitedly. Steely, it's you. Steely boy. It's literally you on the screen. The dog continues to gaze up at you, panting.
About it, then.
Adair scratches the dog's neck and gives it a couple of pats. May Aethys's light shine upon you. The wagon holds only a few boxes and scattered garments. Oh, oh, okay. There's like different sections. Port shop? Hold up. Don't care as much about that. Do care about this. While on a city map, you can select the little box icon to use the port shop and resupply your ship. Oh, heck yeah. That's what I want to see. Alright, so... let's sell some things. There's gotta be an easier way to move this. I wonder... Alright, Y isn't it? X ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. Whoa. That ain't it. Ah, okay, if I hold it, that'll do it. Don't really want to sell any of that, or any of these. And that's everything. Okay, cool. Getting there. Figuring it out. Now what do you got? Another cannon that I can't afford. That's it. I want you... Oh, did I... Is she locked in now? That would suck. I hope she's not locked in. Or maybe I need to level her up first. Alright, let's treat this as though she cannot be changed, and we'll go from there. That'd be a bummer, but lesson learned. I'll put her up in alchemy because I have a feeling, obviously, like I know that Aloth is in this game, so he'll be my arcana eventually, which means she will be my religion. Alright, what do you got? Passive abilities. An aspect of Aethys gone emphasizes the natural ending of mortal life. Okay. Gain hatchet proficiency. Priests of Gone automatically learn the following spells at the appropriate power level. So she has Blessed Harvest. Is that like in this list? Doesn't look like it. She starts with that. Nope, she doesn't start with it. Ah, there it is. Reap an enemy in the name of Gone. If the enemy is bloodied or near death, they will receive significantly more damage from Blessed Harvest. Whoa. That's a lot of damage. Damn. Punishes a target for their sins, dealing pierce damage and decreasing their deflection, fortitude, reflex. Wait, do you already know this? Restore. Shares a generous portion of the caster's divine strength, restoring a significant amount of health to all allies in the area of effect. So, suspends hostile status effects. That's really good. Condemns the priest foes, dazing them. That's really good. Creates a zone of divine favor. It's a strong inspiration. +5 might. That's really good. Halt, causing them to temporarily cease all movement. Insightful. It's pretty good. And that's damage. I'm leaning on either Suppress Affliction or Interdiction. Whew. what's this now? Creates a field of holy energy around the priest, dealing burn damage and applying shaken to any vessels in the vicinity, while regenerating a modest amount of health for allies. The power of a priest's holy radiance is modified by how well the reputations align with the preferred behaviors of their faith. Interesting. Alright, we will go with suppress affliction for now. That's the map. City map. Go to supply. Now if I hit retrain, will she... Nah, it looks like her class stays the same. That's a bummer. Very sad day. Well, now I know. I gotta think about it harder next time.
What do you need?
I mean, it's not a bad thing to have a priest. I'm not complaining all that much. Like a dedicated priest. I wonder if there's a setting to... I think I've already looked for one, but I hate the fact that I have to hold down the A button for so long before they stop moving and things start happening. So I'm wondering if there's something that I'm missing here. Yeah. No. Okay. That's fine. Got some nice
These
rum.
dawn stars drive me mad. Every morning, the same hymns.
I wish they'd stayed in Red Ceres.
Huh. Spire sponge? This wild sponge grows along the rocks of saltwater shallows. Named for its distinct tower-like shape, the spire sponge is gathered and used for everything from personal hygiene to bed stuffing. I guess it's just not supposed to be used the same way as the first one. It's going to have to take some getting used to. But for now, let's check out the inn.
Have you ever seen anyone cast like that?
Sure. A weather mage is a useful person to have on a crew.
But to tame a storm? That Juana woman frightens me.
Tame the storm, huh? No, I don't know the story.
Sorry, we haven't any rooms for you.
The rather large man behind the counter glances your way, smiling
Guessing you're the
grimly.
one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve a drink.
Huh, nice guy. Slides a murky pint of ale across the counter towards you. Actually, what I really need is someone to fix my ship.
Can't help you there. Governor Clario's the one to talk to. Half the town's patching up whatever's left of the ships in the harbor, but might be he can pull some of them off to get you on your way.
And what's this about the rooms?
We're full up. You aren't the first outsider to turn up looking for a place to stay after their ride off the island ended up at the bottom of the sea.
He pauses, fixing you with a considering eye.
Tell you what, I've got one room ought to have been cleared out by now. Only the occupants decided to outstay his welcome. Real trouble is, he hasn't settled his bill. He's a merchant captain by the name of Galleon. I've given him a fair chance, but he's been a right prick about the whole thing. I've got a spare key here. You chase him and his pals off, and the room's yours. At a discount.
He slides the key across the counter towards you. Kraken's Eye room key. And what if he won't leave willingly?
Ah, well. He's a prat, but he's not so tough. Smack him around if it comes down to it. But I figure a few sharp words ought to do the trick.
And I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it, truly. I'll have someone tidy the place up for you once you're through. Chances are they've spilled ale just about everywhere. I don't want the man dead, and that's not what I'm paying for. Just see him on his way and we'll call it done.
With a final nod, he turns away. See, why did I just move? Oh, what the heck? A massive eye from the dreaded creature of the deep. Cloudy fluid stirs beneath a thick, flashy lens. Gazing into the lifeless well of the eye is to stare into the abyss. That's stealing, though. And people are gonna see me. Especially this dude just hanging out in front of it.
Real quiet now.
Yep. Well, I ain't taking anything here, that's for sure. Might get something out of this if I time it right. Maybe not. There we go. Hey. Thank you, sir.
Nice and slow. Steady does it.
I wonder. There was a moment where there was no one over here, so I'm wondering if it's possible to take from this. Just gotta give it a minute. Yeah. Oh no, he's there way too much. Alright, that's fair. I've stolen enough, I think.
How does it work? You inhale. It isn't complicated. Ha! Maybe I
Mechanic
was wrong.
skill too low. Alright.
Ah,
Heard.
a new face. You've heard, of course, that Norgund remains the most reliable and discreet supplier of mostly legitimate wares?
Mostly
Are you
legitimate
looking for
wares.
something in particular?
Mostly
I am an
legitimate.
honest merchant, sir. But I confess that the tools I supply have an unjustly sinister reputation. How my clients decide to use these items is not my responsibility, after all.
Can't fault you for that. Show me what you got. I mean, just spices? That's not... I mean, he did say mostly legitimate, so that's fair. Thief's Putty. Ooh. Interesting. I do like that. This clay-like unguent smells of lilac and chalk. When applied to the wrists and hands, it both steadies and quickens the body and mind, making subtle or delicate tasks simpler. Though there exist myriad legitimate uses for this concoction, its association with the criminal element tarnishes its reputation across Aora. My dog just farted. Oh, whoa. Dude, you alive down there? My God. Horrible. Oh, that's pretty good, too. A favorite of warriors and hunters, mouth char produces a powerful burning sensation that drowns out all external sources of pain. An artificial sense of invincibility is often accompanied by a near uncontrollable rage and ferocity. This effect inevitably gives way to weakness and exhaustion. 31 rounds. That's so weirdly specific. Interesting. What's going on with you now? Egg. Nope, everyone keeps asking me that, but I haven't got a clue.
Don't remember ordering more drinks.
Well, I'm not here to give you drinks. Antidote. Give that to her, I guess. For now. Poultry. Wait a minute. How do I put that in the stash? Oh, so that one I do have to move manually? Lame. You can use that. I doubt this will be beneficial to her, but I want to test it out. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Galleon.
Thought I'd locked that thing.
The glassy-eyed gentleman before you bears the miserable expression of the recently sober. He also smells like he's been pickling in a cask for a few days.
The way doors work, right? And I realize this is complicated, is that you close them and then uninvited people stay on the other side.
Is that how that works?
Try not to slam the door on your way out, yeah? My head's going to pieces.
This place is a mess.
No, that's not nice. Things were real comfortable up until you turned up.
He nudges an empty bottle with a boot.
Did Thorol put you up to this? You really want to get your teeth kicked in on his behalf? Get out of here before you regret it.
Look, I'm asking politely.
You're trying to kick us out. Nothing polite about that.
Can't you just pay what you owe?
Of course I can. I'm just in a spot of trouble at the moment. We came here to trade, and then our fortunes sank to the bottom of the harbor along with my ship. What am I supposed to do? Thorol's got a heart of stone, he has. A man loses everything, and he can't even drown his sorrows for a while. These are external.
Extenuating.
Difficult circumspects for all of us, all right?
He pats himself down for a flask, which he produces from the depths of his soiled shirt. Clean yourself up and ask around the docks. Someone's bound to have work for you there. Galleon looks down at himself and then out of the fouled bedding and the sticky carpets. His shoulders slump.
Maybe we did lose our heads a little.
You serious? You're going to let him kick us out of our own room?
Come on, you lot. The crew of the Peregrine sails for brighter shores.
He heads out at a wobbling limp. That was way easier than I thought it would be. Expected to have to get rough with him.
Maybe. There are strange things out there.
You cannot think it is really one of the gods.
No, but a weapon perhaps.
Merla, I hope not.
And away we go. Nope, nope.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
I cleared out that room for you.
Hey, good work. Times like these, I can't afford to keep on anyone who can't pay their tab. The second word got around, I'd have every pauper in the city on my doorstep. The room's yours if you want it. And for a job well done, here's your pay.
He sets a damp leather coin pouch on the counter. I thought he was giving me a discount.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
But let me see what rooms you got.
Sure thing.
I'm just curious to see if it's the same. Yeah, you get bonuses. That's cool. +2 diplomacy, +2 intimidate, +2 bluff. That's actually really good. Lasts for 1 rest. How often do I need to rest? That's my question. Let's do that. I feel like it might be beneficial. I feel like that's the same cinematic from the first game, but slightly better graphically. Where is the entrance? There you are. Who are you? No one. I don't like that they move around. It makes more sense, but with the more difficult targeting in this game, it makes it a little bit more challenging. I'm sure this plays better on PC. Oh, now it's nighttime. I wonder if that changes anything.
And when the next storm hits...
Race you to the coral.
No contest.
What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim?
You are a strange man.
I have many fish here to trade. I caught them myself.
The Almoa grins proudly. I'm all set with fish, but thank you. Can't talk to you. You got nothing to say? The storms here are nothing compared to back home. Rinko is in a bad way. Have you visited him? Or do they say things sometimes? Nope. That guy just doesn't say anything.
Worth a look.
I do want to look at that tutorial. Hidden objects can be discovered while exploring. A character's ability to discover hidden items is tied to their perception. Okay, so it's not... I don't have to go stealth like in the last game. It's good to know, actually. Most of the postings offer various goods for trade, though you spy at least one crude drawing of what may be the governor. Huh.
Ado, begging your pardon for the mess, sir. We are still recovering from the storm.
Ado is a Valian greeting,
We have
kind of like
supplies
hello,
here
I
for the
guess.
paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
Alright, let me see what you got.
Have a look.
Didn't even expect you to be a shop. Do I have anything I want to sell you? At the moment, I do not. But what do you have? Medical supplies, cannon shot, water, hardtack. Strange tablet. The stone tablet is wrapped in a rich leather and engraved with the flowing vertical script in a language you've never seen before. Kalaki Baalisha. I'm not going to keep going with that. Nay. It's highlighted a Valian term for no. So this is Valian. Why do you have that? Death runes? Being near a killed enemy grants temporary damage reduction. Battle-worn grimoire. Oh, hello. Dang. Only 500? Oof. Oof. I can't risk spending too much money right now. Those are really good, but I just don't have a lot of money yet. And there you go. Grant suppress affliction. Figures. But I can probably give that to you. So now 2 people have it.
A spy, no doubt about it.
Quite the dramatic entrance for a spy.
Royal Deadfire Company works with all types.
On a Deerwood ship, they don't have the imagination.
Talking about me, huh?
Real quiet now.
Oh, that's just a habit from the first game. I'll get over it. Hammer and chisel, we'll give that to a deer. Rice wine. Alright. So that's where I am now. And then there's Gorechi Street, and then this place. Oh, hello. Population 3,200. Religions Andhra, Wodica, Aethys. Imports wheat, silk, leather, cotton, textiles, animancy equipment, and marble. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is a pirate ship game. I wonder if there's like a trading part of it. Buy things and bring them around the world and sell them at a different value.
Found some. Will do.
Now, did that work the way that I think it did? Yes, but I don't need to hold on to all of these, so... Cool.
I've got it.
Oh, don't mind me just stealing from your chest there.
Ado, stranger. Or is it captain? You have the carriage of a captain. A noble bearing all around.
The man in the cell wobbles slightly as he steps forward, fixing an eager smile and glassy gaze upon you.
You must free me. I am a creature of the sea. I am not meant for this dark place. I will dry and wither like a landed fish.
Do you know your way around a ship?
Do I know ships? He asks. I know every vessel on these waters, every one. From the galleon to the... Every one of them, sir. You have enemies?
I believe you.
These fists will drive them into the waiting arms of the sea goddess.
He clenches his fists, raising them above his head for emphasis. And what did you do to end up in there?
I did no one any harm. I am at the Kraken's I so often Thorol should pay me. I sample every bottle for quality. My loyalty has given him heirs. I would have paid what I owed in time, had I the coin.
Hey, okay, how you doing? So far so good. I'm really enjoying it. Couple funky controls I'm trying to get used to that are different from the last game, but I'm enjoying it.
You walked out on a tab, Rigere. Nothing to boast of. And then you crawled up to the governor's estate, pissed on the steps, and resisted arrest.
Oh, what a charming guy. And how are you today? It's morning over there, right?
Merla, I do not remember that at all. Right on the steps? I am sorry for the last. I tell you, Savia, I cannot help my magnificent reflexes. You were being very grabby.
I don't need you yet, but I'll probably come back.
Yes? What is it I can do for you?
The watch commander looks up at you after her listless greeting, and you notice that she has a dark bruise around one eye. She grimaces, but does not turn away. What happened to you?
What happened? I showed the drunken fool more patience and respect than he deserved, and he struck me without warning.
The drunken fool in the cell over there?
Savia. You know that I was aiming for Darmo's pretty face.
Something you wanted?
I don't see many guards around.
We are stretched thin. The Storm Speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there.
Storm Speakers are a special type of chanter found among the Huana, which are especially attuned to the forces of weather. Storm Speakers traditionally serve tribes settling on unexplored or especially remote islands, offering protection during the period of transition. 12 p.m. Oh, it's not quite morning. Just you wait till you get your ship back. Bit jarring, but loads of fun. Jarring, huh? What do you mean jarring? Sevilla glances up at Zodi, expression flat, but
now
keeps
I have
silent.
Ilari's people making trouble up on Gorechi Street. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the Bozzo kicks up his heels like a prince.
The botzo is a Valian term for the penis in a pejorative sense. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the dick kicks up his heels like a
Lucky
prince.
for
Gotcha.
you that I'm around. I humbly offer my services. Let me out and I will bring you this Ilari's teeth.
Shut it, Ruggieri.
I could go speak to this Ilari.
Cue. I cannot say it would not be welcome, but you are only recently arrived, and not I here by choice. Why do this?
Alright, so this is loosely based on Spanish. It's gotta be, because Merla is close to the Spanish word for shit, which I don't... It's like Mirde? I think. And then K, although that's pronounced Kue. Hey, Tuck, what's going on, man? How was work today? Well, it seems only sensible to be on good terms with the commander.
And you are a sensible man, I see. Fair enough. Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk until you hit water. We don't need a bloodbath. I'm sure there's a peaceful solution to resolve this. I'd appreciate your looking for it.
How are things here in Port Maje overall?
We lost no one to the storm, but many homes have been damaged, and the people are terrified of this giant the scouts reported. It is chaos, pure and simple, but things might have been far worse.
Alright, farewell for now. This guy. I think I'm gonna need him eventually, but not too much, just counting the days till Monday. Oh, hell yeah, I don't blame you there. I'm excited for you guys. Work was pretty good, nice steady pace, but never too busy. How was yours? Michelle says hello. Hey Michelle, how's it going? Did she work today too? Are you guys at your, you're not at your busy season yet, right, at work? When does that start? She sure did. Steelyx, are you good, man? It's the second time in like 5 minutes. Whoa. Not yet, but we're getting there. It's picking up now, but it'll get busier when school lets out for the summer. Ah, gotcha. When do you guys start hiring on, like, help? Is it, like, pretty much immediately afterwards, or do you try and get it, people on board a little bit ahead of time? If my hands are occupied, I have no time to worry. Are these Orlan servants? A single day of rest and the jungle will reclaim this house. So it says stealing, but that's not highlighted red, so we're just going to ignore it though for now. Cuttlefish! Oh shit. Usually caught by accident in fishing nets or crab traps, these cunning creatures often find themselves in the pot nonetheless. The tentacles and mantle are usually sautéed or fried, though some connoisseurs prefer to eat it raw. We're always looking for new people regardless. That's fair. Most because a majority of high school, college kids, and they come and go quite frequently. Yeah. Is that, I don't even know what the hell role he was. No, because Joe's the manager over there now, right?
Keeping quiet. Yeah?
Daibo Oosa. Ranging from clear to slightly cloudy white, this liquor is distilled from a mixture of 2 different rices, one short grain, the other long, in water from a mountain spring on the island of Osa. The strongest liquor native to the Deadfire, Daibo is generally served warm and is particularly popular among the artisan caste. Featured regularly in Hawana popular culture, especially plays and songs, Daibo Oosa perennially shoulders the blame in discussions about what's ruining the Hawana youth. Huh. Neat.
Steady does it.
Yeah, and then there's that other kid that I can't think of his name. I was wondering if he was still kicking around. You know the one I'm talking about.
Keep an eye out.
So if I just do this anyways... Okay. Gotcha. I can do it. But why would I want to just yet? It's too early to waste on my lockpicks. Not gonna successfully steal anything in this room. Louisa! I don't know what to make of these stories. A behemoth striding across the land? It's not a story. A long and excruciatingly detailed list of running accounts from local vendors to visiting supply merchants.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port Maje.
An outward-looking mercantile order from the Valian Republics, the 30,000 employees are tasked with delivering profit on the homeland's investment. In the Deadfire, this means refining and exporting luminous adra in enormous quantities. Yes, that Austin. The second I saw his name, that was yes. He's sort of in manager, but without the title because they don't really trust his reliability. Yeah, that's fair based on what you've told me about him. He spreads his hands in a subdued
I'd like
flourish.
to say the pleasure's all mine, but I try not to lie. Don't worry, I'm only here on account of him.
She bobs her head in your direction. I take you know him,
Of course.
Shodi.
I see you've been as quick to involve yourself as ever.
I guess I'm changing the pronunciation of her name, because I keep trying to say Shodi, so that's just what I'm going to go with. Clario's tone is polite, but there is a strained edge to his wide smile as he turns from Shodi to address you.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
He spreads his hands in an apologetic gesture. Strange events?
A few, well, quite a few people here in Port Maje claim to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm.
Maje, that's how it's pronounced. I always assume a silent J. Clario winces.
I would call it a flight of fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things. You must have heard the stories.
That wasn't just a giant, that was Aethys. The governor mouths a voiceless ah of understanding and studies you for a moment.
You'll find good company among the Dawn Stars here in town. They have all manner of theories concerning the behemoth.
He rifles casually through a few papers.
Now,
you don't believe me,
to
do
the
you?
matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
I'm the Lord of Kaidnua. Couldn't I owe you a favor?
Kaidnua? A dear wooden castle, is it? An interesting proposal, to be sure, but I'm afraid the matter at hand is rather urgent.
Oh, of course it
I have
is.
the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
I know that luminous Adra is native to the Deadfire.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
How exactly does one go about refining Adra? Better not be a leaden key sympathizer.
How indeed. That, I'm afraid, will remain a trade secret.
Of course it will.
And I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion. Have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture, up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that?
Yeah, I saw the footprints going over there.
We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk. Which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
Did you name your character Davos knowing you'd be dealing with some pirates? No, I named him Davos in the first game, actually. This is a recreation of the other character, and there's no pirates in that game. I've just been finding myself, ever since my first BG3 playthrough, I can't even call it a playthrough, I never finished. What would Davos do is like my essential, essentially how I'm playing. I should hang up. My Onion Knight thing that you got me is hanging on the wall, behind the TV, like on the side of the TV. I should hang it up behind me. I love it, yeah. And if I find this Odorisi...
Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
I just wish I could speak in a Scottish accent. I'm going to have to practice. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
Glad. Then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here.
You'll do it for the Watcher, but not for me? I see how it is.
With a discontented sound, she crosses her arms over her chest.
Why wouldn't I want a pack of Dawn Stars crawling over my Adra mine in search of their lost deity?
Clario darts a quick, sour look in Shodi's direction.
If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
Heard. Hello, level ups. Alright, definitely in mechanics. What did I even put a point in before? Oh, athletics for the second wind. I'm thinking... Did that go up on its own? Yeah, I'm thinking another point in diplomacy. And then, oh, alright, level 2 power stuff already. Dang. Oh, I can choose 2 abilities. Okay, that's neat. What do we got over here? Weapon and shield styles, and no, 2 weapon style. Increases action speed. Alright, cool. A single one-handed weapon. Some of the attacker's hits are converted to crits. Dirty fighting, turning some of their hits into crits. The rogue creates a small cloud of smoke that hides their presence for a short time. Does that do what I hope it would do? Ah, invisible. Interesting. That is actually really good when I consider backstab. Oof. Blinding strike, that's nice. Both of those are not... Oh, this is a tough one, man. Okay, that's a definite. We'll get that, and then probably that later. But we'll start here. Wait a minute, is it an action? Oh, it's a standard action. That's not as good. Honestly, yeah, I go with Blinding Strike. Because I have this to escape. And if that's an action... If that was something else, I would jump all over it, but... Yes, start drinking out of the horn while on stream, too. That's a great idea, actually. Yes, I might do that. I really might do that. Hey, Kritamo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Could I ask how long did it take you to finish the first PoE? I'd like to play the second game, but I guess I should probably start with the first one. So yeah, it's there's definitely like this whole introduction to the second game that heavily relies on information from the first. So if you haven't played it, you're either going to need to look stuff up or just wildly guess. I mean, I guess it theoretically could be optional, but you'll be asking a lot of questions about like, who's this person? Why is this god rampaging across the world? What's going on here? Like, there's a lot of background story there. That being said, I never actually finished the first game. I was stupid and tried it on Trial of Iron, which is the single save mode, and I made it about, I want to say, halfway through, and then I got killed. So here I am in game 2. Yeah, about 50 hours. That was exactly. R.I.P. Davos 1. Oh, good times, good times.
What do you need?
Okay, did you ever beat the first one? Or you never played that one, right? Let's keep going with athletics. And kind of want to give him Intimidate. I wish I knew how that worked. Yeah, we'll go with another point in survival. You get 2 abilities too. Alright, what do you got? Fighter gains bonus defense against intellect, perception, and constitution afflictions. That's nice. Steadies the fighter's arm, allowing them to convert grazes to hits on any attack made with a proficient weapon. Equipped shields' deflection bonus are increased and grant an equal bonus to the character's reflex. That's a yes. That's a maybe. But what are these? The fighter lunges through the battle, pulling an enemy into immediate melee range, causing crush damage and leaving them dazed. That's really good. Fighter stances. The fighter trains in the ability to adopt specialized fighting stances. Each stance excels at handling a different aspect of combat. Defender stance is apt for holding fast against groups of enemies. Cleaving stance is effective when attacking several enemies at once, while warrior stance is best standing toe-to-toe against a single enemy. Ooh, that's really good too. But I'm going to start with Into the Fray, and I'll get that on my next level. Oh, you leveled up too? I just got you. You haven't even battled yet. I guess we'll keep going with your alchemy skill. If this is anything like the first game, I'm going to have 6 people on my team, so I'll be able to have 1 expert in each of these. Well, actually 5 experts, because I'm probably not going to care too much about explosives. I'll have 1 person kind of round everyone else out. These ones are going to be a little trickier, though. 1... Yeah, much trickier. Let's keep pumping you up with religion for now. Alright, I wasn't a huge fan of any of these. The priest clears their mind, spreading that clarity to nearby allies, thereby granting the resolute inspiration. +5 resolve and concentration per round. Places a magical seal on the floor that sends enemies sprawling on contact, causing them to become prone. Okay, that's choice number 1. Grants target ally the fit inspiration. +5 constitution. That's actually really good for a long period of time, too. Standard action. What is the difference between a cast and a standard? I gotta find that out. Creates a slow-moving, energetic projection of the priest's faith, returning health to all allies and inflicting freeze to damage to all enemies. So that's choice number 1 now. Call forth a divine weapon specific to your deity and empowered by your faith. Calls down a pillar of divine judgment, inflicting crush damage to the target and knocking them and enemies in the area of effect prone. That's really good too. Gosh. Alright, let's go with these 2, and I'll get that on my next turn. Cool. I see. So I guess the first one didn't quite click with you if you moved right onto the successor. It wasn't so much that. It was more of... Like, I was having fun with it. I was just so far in. I didn't want to do it immediately over. You know what I mean? I would like to go back to it eventually, but there's so many other games that I want to play. And I am thoroughly enjoying this one.
I'll get it.
Alright, let's see. Maybe I was just a little too bummed out. What do you have for armor? I never checked. Same thing. 5, 5, 7. Yeah, alright. So that can go into the... Well, okay. Give that to you. And was that it? As for me, I haven't played any of them yet. I'm a huge fan of isometric CRPGs, but I can't stand the time investment. I feel you there, man. I take frequent gaming breaks, and to follow a story after a 3-week hiatus, not the best. Yeah, especially for a game like this where there's a lot going on. I feel you. 3 weeks is a long time for a break. Is that for, like, work or family or... Oops. Where are you going? This painting of a wooded glade is signed Louisa Clario. Oh, I can't go upstairs. Massive fan of the original Baldur's Gate series. Everyone keeps telling me to play that, because I jumped in at number 3, and obviously 3 was amazing, but everyone keeps telling me to play, especially the second one, and I haven't done that yet. And Deadfire scratches the pirate and naval itch too, so it sounds great. But I'm almost afraid to start. Yeah, I haven't gotten into the naval aspect of it yet, but I have a buddy that has played through this, and he can't stop raving about it. And then OK Dito recommended that I play it after the first Davos passed away. So here I am.
Oh yes, this one is many centuries old, blessed by Ngati herself.
Magnificent.
Could be the next one you play after this. Baldur's Gate, honestly not a bad idea. I need to figure out if I want to do it on the computer or not, though. I'd probably have to do it on the computer, I'm guessing. I haven't even looked to see if it's available on Xbox or...
Yeah.
There we go. Swordsman's Bracers. 10% of incoming hits converted to grazes. Ooh, that's nice. Especially with how often I get smacked around in this game. Come on, everyone.
Nice and slow.
Here you find civilization, amigo. But outside these walls, the jungle will eat you alive.
Partly duties and partly just the fact that I'm not as much of a gamer as I used to be. And I get distracted by other hobbies or general laziness. That's absolutely fair.
That is, unless you prepare yourself, ne?
Let's see what you
A
got for
wise
sale.
and prudent decision.
So me, I have that ADHD focus where I get hyper fixated on something for a long time, and then I just suddenly am no longer interested and don't do it for a while. That is a very expensive piece of equipment. Holy hell. Really good, though. Can't even read the end of it. There's so much stuff on there. Literally. What the... Good God. Critics of soul manipulation disparage animancy as a reckless perversion of the natural order. While these arguments are often steeped in political animus, every once in a while they hit the mark. Such is the case with the Essence Interrupter, the product of an ambitious but unorthodox outcast of the Brackenbury Sanitarium. Of course it is. The inventor hypothesized a surefire method to awaken kith souls by applying an instant jolt of spiritual stimulus to the cranium. Once he modified a hunting bow to unleash projectiles of charged Audra and copper, he set up a market stall in Sorrento where he promised compensation to anyone who participated in his study. After calmly shooting arrows between the eyes of 2 test subjects, the Animancer was taken into custody. Authorities never recovered his bow, which to this day reflects something of its inventor's unethical eccentricity. That's amazing. It's a pretty decent, Ooh. I like that curse. Plus 10% healing done. Ah, I might go ahead and buy that for... I'm going to go ahead and buy that for her. That's really good. Yeah, cool. There you go, Shodi. I think BG3 is a completely different game, similar to the new Divinity RPGs. I haven't played through. I've dabbled in the second one, and yeah, it's similar. I think Divinity is closer to this than BG3, but same vein. BG2 is amazing, and if you like the PoE series, I bet you enjoy the first two BG games. BG2 is larger and improved, but even the first game is great. Yeah, and they're both made by Larian too, right? I mean, Larian's storytelling in general is incredible.
To do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, Master.
Captain Darmo.
Don't tell me you're here to complain too.
A Valian term meaning literally for mercy or for little mercy, which is taken as come on now. Okay. The guardsman covers his face with his hand, groaning.
Are they recruiting right off the docks? You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's Eye as we speak.
A Valian expression of questioning or confirmation roughly translates to really or seriously. What's going on?
Mestre. One of the Juana women attacked a merchant. He has come out the worse for it.
He jerks a thumb toward the nearby door.
Every nationale in town wets himself in terror of losing his coin to the Aumaua. We would bring in the thief, but Clario would not have us march into the village and defend Ikawa.
Nacionale is a Valian term for a nosy person.
Much longer, and I do not think any of us will have a choice in the matter. If you wanted the details of it, speak to Rinko himself. He will delight in telling you the tale.
Darmo makes a sharp, frustrated hand gesture and turns away. Alright, fair enough. Did I hit all the... every time with that button. Yes, I did. Every building so far. Cool. Baldur's Gate? No, not at all. They're BioWare. They're BioWare? What the hell? From the era when BioWare and Black Isle Studios were arguably the best at making RPGs. I mean, yeah, dude. Mass Effect? Come on. They basically started the isometric trend as far as I remember. BioWare was, They didn't do the first Bioshock, did they? I think they did. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really bad at remembering, like, developers' names and... like that with bands, too.
Papa company till he's better.
Ooh, books. Animancy in the modern age. Animancy is a science both respected and reviled, sometimes by the same person. For all the research done on the topic, we still know so little. Control over life itself, something animancers have been working toward for hundreds of years. There are no real records of how the practice of animancy was first discovered, but once the spark of knowledge ignited, there was no stopping its inevitable discoveries. In 2260, animancers, as a result of their extensive research, successfully contained and transferred a soul. The subject of the experiment, whose name is unknown, was young and wealthy but infirm. The idea was to move his soul from the dying body and into that of a recently deceased man who had suffered an accident. The new body, bearing only slight decay, would house the soul, giving the man a much better life. The outcome of this experiment resulted in the condemnation and outlaw of animancy in the Adiran Empire. Again, while we have no true records of what happened, as they all were destroyed after animancy was outlawed, a journal was discovered, a makeshift confession by one of the participants. Excerpts from that journal follow. I did read this book in the first game. Like, this is almost an exact replication. It might even be an exact replication, but the story is really interesting, so I'm going to keep going. It is done, and the gods forgive us for our arrogance. I am not sure what I was expecting, certainly not that. But what did any of us expect? Still, behind the revulsion there is a sense of pride, something I can't deny. All the research, the studying, everything we worked for. We thought we'd change the world. How it's changed. All was in place. The twisted form lying on the table next to its new vessel. The equipment had been prepared, the tinctures and potions all carefully crafted, every detail painstakingly organized to ensure success. We most assuredly succeeded. The procedure went exactly as it should. The soul extracted from the old body, held, bound in place to prevent it from moving on. Then the next step, transfer to the fresh vessel. It was beautiful and terrifying. I listened as they spoke the words of binding. I watched the soul move. Not the soul itself, of course, but the vapor we used to detect it, as it lowered into the vessel. A gentle luminescence covering the body. And then, nothing. Silence, darkness. I held my breath, afraid that even the slightest disturbance would destroy all our hard work. Then motion. Then, dear gods. Then blood. How did I survive? I do not know. The vessel rose from the slab and the room breathed. Every person crowded around the tables exhaled. Some cheered. We had made life from death. We had become eternal. The body closed its eyes and tilted its head, looking for all purposes to be listening for something, or to it. Then its eyes popped open, and it moved. Its lips peeled back from its teeth in a horrible expression of fury. It fell on the nearest man, tearing his throat, knocking him to the ground. Then the room erupted into screams, shouts, and a flurry of bodies running, pushing, doing everything in their power to get away from the creatures sitting on their colleague. But right before that happened, in the split second before the chaos, when there was nothing in the air but a stunned, terrified silence, I heard it, sitting there on his chest, face at his neck, and it was feasting. Fun stuff. Larian made the Divinity series, which traces way back, and they were chosen as the developers of BG3 by whoever made the decision. WOTC, well, whoever owns the license. That's fair. As far as I know, lots of the devs working on these old isometric RPGs joined Obsidian, or they're freelancers. Chris Avalon, for example. Oh, that's interesting. I gotta look into the history of that kind of stuff then. I mean, it makes sense that a lot of them kind of worked on the same projects. A lot of these do have, you know, gross similarities. Which is not a complaint or a bad thing. It makes it easier to pick one up and get right into it, you know, once you figure out how to play the first one. I read this one too. It's not as interesting as the last one.
Who's there?
Dim in the lantern.
You know, just I've got someone come to steal your stuff. Don't mind me. Cool. Hey, grog. Cool. Anything else in here? No. Alright, now I'm here.
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
The figure in the bed is a young Valian man. The first thing you notice is that he seems to have been severely beaten. One eye is nearly swollen shut, and where his skin is revealed, it is a patchwork of livid bruises. He groans and winces as he props himself up, glaring at you with one
exactly
good eye.
How he feels. And I beat up a lot of folks just the same way.
Shodi's eyes gleam with a dark amusement.
Come to laugh? Madiko, this would not have stood in Ozia.
A Valian expletive or curse. He yanks at the bedsheet, trying to cover himself. Nice shiner. Adair seems pleased, and Shodi nibbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile.
I get enough of that from the Nazanali I work with.
Alright, I gotta try and start remembering these things, but nosy person and dick. He falls back against the mattress, grumbling.
They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere. I had not spoken a word to her, the mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear.
He turns his head, and you see that there is a scabbed-over notch where a chunk of flesh has been torn away from his left ear.
When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away, bold as anything.
I misread that as the figure in the bed is a young villain man. I was about to comment how subtle it was. It just says BBEG. Yeah, you should always ditch the jewelry before a fight.
I was deep into my cups. It was not a fair contest to begin with. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she is out there, and I...
He gestures feebly with an arm, grimacing. Kritamo, now, before I forget, if you're interested in checking out a little bit more about the first game, I do have videos of it up on YouTube. You can skip over, like, all my dialogue and stuff, or just mute it and just read, because it's all, you know,
Listen,
all like
I am
this.
without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son?
His already bruised, purpled face reddens further.
That woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Alright, maybe I can reason with this woman. Where should I start?
They call her Mokeha. I imagine she is back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north. Then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
Oh, no wonder she beat you up if you're going to be rude about her homeland. With that, he sags back against the mattress, clearly exhausted. Oh, what's up, kid? Yeah. He says that a lot for someone who has dialogue turned off.
On it.
This chart appears to outline some kind of mining operation. Numbers in the nearby ledger seem to allude to volume, though of precisely what isn't clear.
Real quiet now.
I gotta stop doing that. It doesn't work the same way in this game. True Stories from the Living Lands. That title sounds familiar. Yes, I have read this.
Will do.
More of that booze. Alright, we'll check. Thanks, no problem. By the way, if you like the pirate/Caribbean theme, I can hugely recommend Sea of Thieves. Funny story about Sea of Thieves. I know it's a very different genre, but I've been having so much fun there. Keep coming back to it. It is a pretty fun game. I played the crap out of it when it first came out. So my brother... and again, here I go forgetting the name of the company, but my brother is friends with one of the guys in the development team there, and they turned him into one of the bounties, like one of the skeleton captains that you go and fight. The hell did they name him? Something Hamlin. Yeah, I gotta ask him or look it up, but yeah, he's essentially one of the skeleton bounties, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I've played the crap out of that game. It's a good one. Holy hell. I am so glad that it shows me the difficulty levels. If they did that in the last game, I might still be alive. Okay. Northwest of Port Maje, not Maje, Maje. And within this, dig site, and Gorechi, which is where I'm going now. I gotta remember to do this, though. This is super helpful. Cool. Gorechi. Ah, okay. I get it now. at him go. Ah, that's cool. It was very bare bones when it came out. Yeah, I remember playing it when it was essentially like you loaded in and you just explored. There was no real settlements, no quests, no reputation, no any of that stuff, and no bounties, like nothing. It was just you got in a ship and you reloaded every time and you had to recreate yourself every single time. It was nonsense. But every time they added something new, it became cooler and cooler. And now it's a really complex game. As you make your way along through the side streets of Port Maje, you come upon visible traces of the storm's passing. Hey, I'm new to the stream. What's up, Dr. Dre? What's up, Dark? How you doing? Heard that before. Hi, Lockin' everyone. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Yes, cheers. I'll drink my tea to that. As you make your way along through the side streets, I just read this, Port Maje, you come upon visible traces of the storm's passing. Many of the houses here boast cracked window panes and sagging awnings, and you pass narrow streets strewn with foliage and debris. The cobblestones beneath your feet are still slick with water and silt. Before long, you are ankle-deep in sucking mud and loose stones. The flooding only worsens up ahead, where the water level rises to the knees. Most of Port Maje's residents have fled this region for dry land. But the murmur of raised voices ahead, and the occasional splash, suggest that you are not entirely alone. Oh, wading through the water all slow. Don't let him leave. We can't have witnesses. Excellent. Alright. Cool. Oh, damn! Ow.
Withers on the vine.
I mean, how am I supposed to win? Like, just starts off killing me. Great. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't think she has any revive spells yet either. Huh. Shielding them from harm. That would have been nice if I could have that last turn. I don't want to waste this if it's not going to heal him. That's the thing. Like, she needs to... I'm fine with that. And then... still getting used to the controls. Don't mind if this is a little slow. Hook and slash wildly with your attacks, interfering with your enemy's ability to focus their aim. That could be good too. Alright. Let's see what happens. I am going to lose this fight. When was the last time I saved? Please, God, tell me there's autosaves. Alright, you can... Yes. And... I mean... Oh, I'm so gonna lose this fight. Not cool. Don't you be throwing frickin' fireballs at me. You should save your spell slots for healing, is what you should do. Yeah, just keep attacking for now.
Darkness.
Gee. What is that? Unreal. Oh gosh. Give him improved it a lot over the years, and it's excellent now. Exactly. Raymond Hamlin, that's the one. I looked up all the names. Yes, that's funny. Everything dark. Just woke up from a deep nap, but how is PoE so far? It's good up until this moment right here. Seems like a Fallout 1 structure. Never actually played Fallout 1. Can't see the acronym PoE without thinking of Path of Exile. I love Path of Exile. That's such a good game. Man, I'm going to lose so hard. This is ridiculous. Man. Did he get healed too? What the hell? No, that's him. Okay.
May I be a candle in the night?
Stop grazing. At least he's dodging fairly okay, I guess. Nope. I'm gonna lose. There's no way around it. I'd love to get this, like, out of my way so I can see what I'm doing. How did... There's gotta be a button to disable that. It ain't that. Oh, doesn't matter anyways. What do you got? Is that an action? It is. Ugh. Need to kill people is what I need to do. What's distracted? Can't look at my inventory. Okay, well.
Here we go.
Man, I hope it auto-saved when I walked in here.
Hey, we had some good times.
Wild. The heck? Oh, second chance, that's right. Forgot about that.
Hey.
Well, cool.
Stay behind me.
Just prolonged this for a round. That's good. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. That was fun. When are you doing a Fallout 3 stream? I'm not sure. I could do one sometime soon. Oh, thank God it autosaved. My God. Alright, I'm going to turn down the difficulty, because clearly Veteran is not working out. That second roll, I didn't even know they were listed somewhere. They all sound great, but after a while, it's just another skeleton to beat. That is also fair. So I can't say I'm paying much attention to it. You're absolutely right about that. I wish Fallout 1 and 2 were on Xbox so I could play them. Time was totally fair. I never got into the game myself, but I read through a lot of names to find Hamlin. You read through a lot of names to find Hamlin. I tried playing, but I couldn't understand controls. With this said, now you can name your ships and your guild there, so there's huge potential for pirate lingo fun. Very cool. Where's the dog? The dog is... He was sleeping on the floor. He's taking a drink of water right now. But he'll pop up in a second, I'm sure. Alright, so that is why I did not turn on Trial of Iron this time. How do I change the... There you are. I'm not even going to attempt that at this point, because I just want to enjoy the story. I'm not going to go into relaxed or story. It's going to be way too easy, but we'll settle down and keep out a veteran. Everyone cool with that going forward? Save. Always save options without asking. Take effect on any map you have not yet visited. Okay. So let's do this then. Wait, I have not yet visited, which means I'm going to have to fight these guys in terms of... I'm just going to pop over and pop back, and we'll see if that adjusts the difficulty. And if it doesn't, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Maybe if I get a better first turn, I'll be okay. Pretty sure it's included in Xbox Game Pass, so if you're on Xbox, you can try it out sometime. Wait, Sea of Thieves or Fallout 1 and 2? Because if Fallout 1 and 2 are on Xbox Game Pass, I'm shutting this down right now. For the record, Michelle was asking about Steelyx earlier too. She was chanting his name. You should have said something. I would have got him up here. Come on, bud. Hey. Come on. Handsome boy. You want to be on this side? Come on. Come on. Make up your mind. What do you want to be? Come on. Want your bone? You're just going to look at me funny? Yeah. Come on. There he goes. That's a big boy. There he goes. Yeah. There he is. Should do Path of Damned. You say that after I just died. Are you crazy? No. I don't think the first two are. I know 3 and V4 and 76 are. I'm actually playing through 3 right now for the millionth time. Yeah, I think he may have been talking about Sea of Thieves, because that one I'm pretty sure is included in Game Pass. Where you going, bud? You can relax. You can lay down. Yeah, just good boy. This guy was jumping at the TV earlier. My daughter was watching TV.
Happy to oblige.
Oh, this is going to be just as rough. But at least they're attacking my tank. And nope.
Happy to oblige.
Maybe not. Okay. See, I'm okay with that. Let's make this a little bit better this time, shall we? Turn that on. Don't necessarily want that yet. What do I sacrifice? Cost of damage? Ah, yeah, I do. Okay. It's her turn. We'll give you that. Empower. Huh. I mean, I know this seems... You know what? No. Don't do that yet. Don't even empower something yet. Just knock him down. And then you... Save your guile. What does Frighten do? Bleeding wounds, I feel like it's going to be important when you get there. Alright, let's see what happens. You just started New Vegas? That's cool. That's a fun one.
Take him down.
Oh, see? Yeah, okay, this is way easier. This is still on veteran, too, because, I mean, I can just tell what the damage they're putting out. Yeah, it starts slow. I didn't finish 3. Did you ever play any of the Dragon Ages? Dragon Age was such a good game. Oh my god. I actually, when I don't even know if it was when I first got Twitch or this was like 3 years ago. I did a Dragon Age 1 run on Twitch, and it was a lot of fun. I even enjoy Inquisition, although I know that gets a lot of flack. Your turn already over? You've already done your action. I'm gonna have to get used to this. Okay. It is very gray, Fallout 3. Yeah, absolutely fair. Does this... Ooh! Let me see how this is going to play out. I think it's not going to work the way that I want it to, but we're going to try it. Yeah, okay, so she has to, like, charge it up. Heard. Oh, apparently not all that long. Interesting. That is a very good spell to have. Alright, now we're going to empower you. You're going to do Into the Fray. And you are going to hit this frickin' wizard before he launches another fireball. That didn't go as far as I thought it would, but that'll do. F3 is a top 3 personal favorite of all time. I absolutely love it. I don't know about top 3, but it's definitely up there. It's an amazing game. Just for me personally. Alright, you're not going to get there in time, but can you... Easy, Steely. Easy. I know you're angry. Alright, let's get you up there. What action did she use? Oh, the cast maybe? Is that like a... Does it use up her next turn, possibly? Alright, I gotta figure that one out. Davos. I don't really want to waste you on this guy, but I kind of need to in case,
Got it.
In case Adair misses. So that's you. And then you are out of your ability, so let's do... Okay, well, just attack him, I guess. You should play each Fallout. I'm thinking about it. Once I finish my Fallout 3 campaign, which I'll probably start up again after I reach affiliate, because I'm getting a lot more viewership with these style of games than I am in Fallout. So, but I'll finish that, and then I want to do New Vegas, and then do 4 again. Because I do love those games. They're a lot of fun. Alright, I don't really need you to do anything too crazy here. Maybe heal them. You know what? They can second wind. Just attack. Attaboy.
Hey.
I think I forgot to engage. Oh, it auto-engaged. Good. This is a bad idea, but I'll have him go help him. Considering Fallout 76, I'm afraid it's not very good, but I got it for free. That's the one Fallout that I haven't played 1 or 2, but I couldn't get into 76. I've tried a handful of times. It's just not for me. And I have nothing against MMOs. There are some MMOs that I really thoroughly enjoy, but just can't do that one. I wonder if I can trade out. It looks like I can't, but I wish I could trade out my action for movement. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way to do that.
Let's go.
Yeah, I shouldn't have even had him go over there. Alright, you can go. Alright, let's just have you walk. Man, if Davos hadn't died in the first round of that last combat, maybe I would have survived a little bit longer. Didn't ask yet, but how are you, Luck? I'm doing well, Dark. I didn't ask you how you were doing either, I don't think. I'm sorry about that. How are you? I may have been distracted, but it's no excuse. Steely boy, you still mad? Ooh. Darkest before dawn. +1 perception. Ability activates when near death, which is what, less than 25% health? Grants health over time and reduces incoming damage when the wearer is near death. That's really good. This small cameo holds an engraved image of 3 stars upon it. The wearing of on one side suggests that it was often held during fervent prayer. Okay, cool. I will give that to someone. Sweet mother of pearl. Man, that was a rough fight. I joined because I saw a follow clip. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Wow, where'd you see the clip out of curiosity? Trying to figure out what's working. That's not a very good weapon. It has decent penetration. Oh, it has really low initiative, that's why. But that's not a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm okay with not using that. And then what else we got? Let's give that to you. And then one of you is going to need this. I guess her. YouTube? Nice. Cool. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to see that it's working. That's excellent. Welcome to the stream.
Pamper me too much and I'll grow to like it.
Pretty chaotic here. Alright, there's that. Love that Fallout brought in a new viewer. Yeah, me too. No, that's actually really good. That makes me excited for when I start doing those again. I should be affiliate by the end of this... Not the end of this week, it's already Friday, but May 7th, if I'm doing my math correctly, but that depends on the next couple of days, too. It might be much sooner than that. That's also just the day that I'll hit the correct number of viewers, and doesn't necessarily mean that I'll be affiliate at that point. Might take a few more days after that, from what I hear. Bloat belly eel. Widely considered little more than a bait fish due to its unpalatable taste and chewy texture, can make for a meal provided it is heavily salted and deep fried. One can never be sure if the cook has completely removed the bloat belly's deadly venom sacs, however, so care must be taken when enjoying this Delver's Row delicacy. Gross. Why did I just do that with 2 torches? I don't need 2 of those. There we go. Steely boy, what's going on? Why are you being all weird? Come on up. You need to go out? Is that why you're whining? What time is it? You shouldn't need to go out, but... Alright, I'm going to pause and I'm going to let my dog out. And see if that will help him. Alright. Thanks for your patience. Oh, he gets plenty of snoop boops. That's for sure. Don't be sorry I'm distracted too, but I'm doing alright. Good! I was a bit sleepy, so I napped for 2 hours-ish, but it was a pretty lazy day today. Well, that's good. I'm glad you got a nap in. It's important. And yes, Duck, yes, it is. Dre, what I recommend is we have a Discord channel for this small little community that we're growing, and I post my schedule on that with what games I'm playing next and all that fun stuff. So if you join that, there's a link somewhere in the Twitch, my About section, I think. Then that should give you, you'll be able to follow and get updates on when I'll be playing the Fallout games again.
Nothing but endless grey mist. This is not the afterlife I was promised.
I like the calendar on there more than I like the, Oh, good. Thank you. Sweet. Thank you. Yeah, Dark, I don't know how to do that. We're gonna have to sit down and figure out all my chat stuff. one day soon. But yeah, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't get notifications on my phone for some reason. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, I like the calendar on that better because it's Steelyx, get your butt off the camera. Come on, man. It's a good boy. The Twitch one is just a little wonky because I don't play the same games all the time, or at the same time every day, or every day of every week. Yeah, it turns out there's a lot about that they don't tell you.
You seem to know where you are going.
Soul crosses ethereal arms
Watcher,
over her chest.
You're talking to a lost soul, aren't you? I'll just shine them the light real quick.
The lantern rattles as Shodi swings it overzealously between you, siphoning in the spirit's essence. You know what I should do? I should save. After that fight. Hey look, a street thug. Larry's the boss here, not me. Oh, lots of thugs. Great. Why do I have a feeling I'm gonna be getting into another fight here?
Careful. One bad step out here and you drown, Miko.
Miko's friend? Am I learning that correctly? Yeah, getting there. The young elf's hand drops to the pistol in his belt, palming the grip. The faintest hint of a sneer plays about his lips as he watches you unblinking. Look, Savia sent me. She needs you to put a stop to the looting. Larry snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expectant silence. Then he throws his head back, letting out a braying, unpleasant laugh.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here, on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
Merla is shit, I think. Yeah, it's not explicit about it, but I'm fairly certain that's shit. Look, help her out this once and Savia will owe you a favor.
A favor?
How's that for diplomacy?
Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe.
Mid-chortle, Alari's brows draw together. He runs a thumb along his jaw, frowning.
I'll do it. Bon Piaco. Can't be too bad, having a commander in your pocket.
A Valiant expression meaning my pleasure. That's not one that I've heard seen
Tell
before.
Savia this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorechi Street is under lawful protection now.
Alright. I'll take it. That's fine. She's not going to be happy about it, but it's alright. Satahuzi. Let's check that out. And hopefully the difficulty will ramp down at this point. One day, if you need assistance, you let me know. For sure, man. Absolutely. One day I just gotta sit down and play around with everything and try and get it to work on my phone. If I can do that, then I won't necessarily need to get a capture card, although I probably will. Ooh, all kinds of stuff. Oop, oop.
Keeping quiet.
River Reed, Obsidian Flake. Cannon Shot, nice. Clothing, and a guard helm. Oh.
On it.
Spire Sponge. Alright. Mokeha's Lodge. Still waiting on how to make Path of the Damned. I am not doing Path of the Damned. Isn't that the like the highest difficulty? Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I just lost a fight in veteran mode. Alright, let's see
Let's
what I can
take a
steal.
look.
I've got it.
Pollux and a Reaper. Rapier. Clothing. Some nuts. Medical supplies, that's going to be helpful. Clothing and True Stories from Living Lands. I think I've read this one too. Yeah. Oh, that's actually the same one that I found earlier, so that works.
Steady does it.
Well, you're going to be chewing over there? Just keep it down a
What
little
for
bit.
do you skulk around in the dark? Do you not sleep?
I mean, not right now. Speaking of, I'm actually doing that right now for someone going through my checks, is why I'm distracted. That's fair. One of your, what, 14 you said?
Right.
14 channels that you mod for? Kawa blunts her teeth, speaking to this Clario. He does not care for us. Storm Speaker Ikawa. Seated upon a chair before the bonfire, Ikawa looks considerably more comfortable here in her home village. She prods absently at the coals with a long stick. Ikawa's lined face is pocked with fading scars, but there's no hostility in her calm appraisal as you
They
approach.
told me what became of your ship. I say again that you are lucky. It is the only ship that survives.
Shush, lol, I'm doing it in the
I
background
could
offline.
protect Port Maje, or else its ships, but not both. Perhaps Clario thinks I chose poorly.
It doesn't look like the storm did much damage
To
here.
a storm speaker, the storm is a friend, gentled by a word. And Satahuzi is blessed with several storm speakers. We were able to shield the village from much of the weather. Some of it is
That's
mere
cool.
luck. Most of our canoes were here by the shore. We did lose one of our voyagers. It will take some work to replace it.
Did your people see the giant?
Yes, one of the old titans, say the priests. Andra is angry. The why, our priests do not know. I am only glad it has journeyed elsewhere.
A titan?
Ngati, Andra's realm, harbors many great beasts. They say the ancestors of the Kahanga tribe, and so their queen, hold pacts with such creatures. My priests wonder if this is her doing.
Ngati is a Huana trickster goddess with a humanoid body and the head of an anglerfish, who is thought to lure mariners either into or out of trouble at her whim. They often worship her as Andra, making the Huana the only people that believe Andra has a physical manifestation. Interesting. Well, hey, Mokeha is causing trouble in town. Ikawa sighs deeply and folds her hands in her
Mokeha is
lap.
proud, like her father. Each day this alliance tests her patience. What has happened?
I just need her to return what she stole.
Mokeha is no thief. She has all she needs here. What need has she to steal?
Ikawa's tone does not
The
brook
Valians
argument.
must be mistaken. Speak with her. You will see.
Alright, I'll speak with her if she'll wake her ass up. She was behind me, I think, but that's
Real
fine. Check out over here first. So many things. Your tune is still a child. Major man-child. Major man-child?
Keeping quiet.
No, I ain't stealing that. Thank you, boy. Ask Michelle if she's happy Steelyx turned around.
Huh? Huh? Hmm?
Come on, all of you all at once.
Nice and slow.
There we go. That's a little better. Storm speaker ecop. Wasn't she just on the beach?
It is late, outsider. Get some rest.
Keeping quiet.
I wonder if that was an intentional thing or if that was an oversight of some kind. Yeah, look at him. I like his butt too, though. Her exact words. That's fair. Yeah, alright, that ain't gonna happen.
Steady does it.
Everyone. Put that on my gravestone. Look at him. He's gonna lunge at the TV sometime soon. It's gonna happen.
Did I tell you? You were in my dreams last night, Watcher. You were on your knees.
I'll be so upset when that
before
day
my
comes.
God.
But it's gonna
I
come.
couldn't stop screaming.
That is a terrifying dream. Thank you for that, Shody.
Dimming the lantern.
Will do.
Maje, I know it is you taking my books. Why are you wasting time with Valiant stories when there is work to be done? At least keep them dry. Monsters of the Deadfire Archipelago. I feel like I have read this as well. I have. Yeah, I have. In the first game, though. So I'll read it again. The archipelago winds its way between the Great Eastern Ocean and the Restless Ocean, hundreds of small islands in the midst of the water. Few dare brave its treacherous rapids, and fewer still have returned to tell tale of their adventures through it. Travel between the two oceans is virtually impossible. Great storms hammer any ships foolhardy enough to attempt to navigate, and this alone should be enough to deter anyone from attempting the voyage, as untold ships have gone down, tossed against the rocks. The weather and treacherous rocks are only a precursor to the actual horror of the archipelago, the terrors of the deep. No one knows how many creatures stalk the oceans, waiting for unsuspecting sailors to drift into their waters. But we do know of some. The Barbed Ravager, a giant shark that is known to ram passing vessels, trying to knock sailors off the deck and smash a hole in the hull. It has tremendous spines protruding from its side and back that are presumed to be poisonous. The largest sighted Barbed Ravager, with survivors, was estimated to be almost 30 feet long. The Winding Serpent. Smaller around than the Ravager, but potentially longer, the Winding Serpent attacks in small packs, usually 3 to 8. They have long, sharp heads, somewhat reminiscent of a barracuda. Like the Ravager, they repeatedly slam into the side of a ship, hoping to crack a hole in it or knock someone from the deck. They have also been known to swim to the depths and shoot up out of the ocean, landing on the deck, coiling and winding their way around, snapping up any crew they can before plunging back into the ocean. The Leviathan. Imagine the largest whale you have ever seen. The Leviathan is at least 10 times that size. By the time a ship sees a Leviathan, it is already too late. As they rise from the depths, the water around them begins to spin and sink, creating a whirlpool. The Leviathan's body surrounds the hapless vessel, preventing escape, and as it goes down, the enormous mouth opens, pulling all aboard to their watery deaths. Pulpavir. All the creatures you've read about in this book are nothing compared to the Pulpavir. Barely the size of a man, what they lack in size and strength, they make up for in numbers and terrifying viciousness. Their lower halves are a mass of tentacles, like an octopus or squid, but more numerous. The tentacles are long, black whips with suction cups on the underside and small, thorny barbs on the top. The sheer number of tentacles gives them frightening speed when walking on land, pulling themselves forward almost as fast as a running horse. While they vaguely resemble a human form from the waist up, any extended examination proves how wrong that assumption is. Long, stringy black hair falls from the top of their heads to cover a face taken directly from a nightmare. A wide, gaping mouth cuts across the bottom of its head from ear to ear, full of wicked, dagger-like teeth. 2 large, round eyes are sunken into its head, black as coal, shining with a malevolent fire. A small antenna protrudes from the middle of its forehead, ending in a small nodule that can glow with an eerie blue light. One can imagine a sailor on the deck of his ship at night, looking out across the black water, blood freezing as countless lights appear beneath the surface, rising toward him as the pulpivir swarm upward. Because they seem to be more octopus than man, they can collapse in on themselves, fitting into spaces no person should be able to. The smallest crack in a hull, the slightest separation between boards, offers them entrance. It is not unknown for them to slaughter an entire crew from hold up to deck by infiltrating the ship from underneath. Fortunately, they do not seem to have spread too far outside of the archipelago, but there may come a day when pulpivir attacks become commonplace. Who do you think will win, Mike Tyson or Jake Paul? Hopefully Tyson, but honestly, he's been in retirement for so long. I don't think he's going to. Although I'll give credit where credit's due. Like, Jake Paul has a pretty freaking hefty record so far, you know? I don't necessarily care for him as a person, but he's apparently a really good fighter.
Yeah?
Wasn't he undefeated up until not too long ago? Or like, is he still undefeated?
A mirror's winds blow sweet upon you.
Alright, I think that's this area, minus going to talk to her again.
What for do you skulk around in the dark? Do you not sleep?
You're gonna make me wait until the day. Can I wait? Is that a thing I can do? Ah. Wait, resting is not allowed. Can I wait, though? Just give it a couple hours, see if you wake
What for do
up.
you skulk around?
Apparently not.
Dark. Do you not sleep?
Where'd you go? 9 wins, 1 loss. That's still a damn impressive record. Who do you end up losing to?
Oh, now I've dreamed of this place.
The Almoa woman steps sideways, angling herself towards you, and meets your gaze with an intense stare.
I do not know you.
Her voice is quiet, but each word is clipped
You were
and
looking for
harsh.
Kawa?
Actually, Rinko says that you robbed him during a card game.
Rinko?
She scoffs in a guttural
The
burst of
Valiant?
sound.
You jest, Akira. I should have thrown him into the sea. He dares to call me a thief?
A Huana term of agreement and emphasis. Agreement and emphasis. Why would you call me that? You're not calling me that. You jest surely, is my assumption. Alright, so why don't you tell me your side of the story?
What else? The Valians are fools. But Akawa wishes to trade, so we must be patient. We must save them from Nagate's storms. Even when they ignore our advice. Ikawa told me I should see the tavern, speak with their people, Learn patience. The traitor Eophania, she taught me to play Valian cards. A simple game, but none would play with me in the tavern. Not until Rinko. I thought him kind until I proved the victor, and he grew angry. Until he stood in front of his kin and called me a Mataru of Satahuzi, a filthy islander and a cheat.
Mataru is the highest class of Huana society, consisting primarily of warriors and priests. Tribal chieftains traditionally rise from the warrior ranks. The Mataru shoulder the responsibility of governing the other castes and determining the practical and spiritual needs of the tribe.
For that? Yes, I beat him. Why does this concern you?
Well, you should have told the guards you've been branded a thief.
I am no thief. Do you mean to insult me? I am Mataru. I am the guard in Satahuzi. I defend this village. If I see fit to punish a man, it is my duty.
Tommy Fury. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to look him up. I don't even know who that is. Alright, but if a Valian broke Huana law, would you be satisfied with a fine levied by the governor? Shodi lifts her chin in interest.
That is not the same. This has long been our island.
Mokeha scowls at you. Look, Rinko's just a merchant. He can't fight you as an equal. Adair gives a nod and a wink. Mokeha opens her mouth to speak, then snaps it shut. She grimaces, averting her gaze to the sand.
He is Kwaru. It is not in him to fight for the village. Perhaps I was impatient.
Kwaru are the artisanal and merchant class of Huana society. Though skill and craftsmanship are respected, those born into the Kwaru are not given the equivalent praise of the Mataru. Well, give me the coin purse and we'll call it square.
Then here's what you came for, though it is an uneven trade.
She considers the coin purse in her hand for a moment before handing it to you. Her mouth twists into a resentful frown.
I will ask our chieftain to send a healer for that idiot Valian. Perhaps that will quiet his whimpering.
I appreciate that. That is helpful.
Fancy a look at the wares, my friend?
You're a bit out of the way, aren't you?
Spot, right? Not much competition apart from the basket lady. And the Huana have coin to spend and goods to trade, same as the rest.
I could beat Prime Mike Tyson. Apparently if Mike Tyson knocks Jake out in the first round, he does not get paid. Mike doesn't get paid or Jake doesn't get paid? If Mike doesn't get paid if he knocks him out, then that's kind of cheating, because that's giving Jake the advantage if Mike has to take it easy. That'd be kind of bananas. Let me see what you got.
On the island.
Plus 10% stride. That's really good. I might go ahead and buy these. These thin leather sandals are commonly worn by Huana Raparu as they tirelessly scour the coasts for plants, sea creatures, and valuable detritus washed in by the tide. They provide grip and stability on the shifting sands. Raparu is the lowest class of Huana society. The Raparu are designated to work as unskilled laborers and to starve in times of scarcity. Jeez. Their status is a function of survival in the often unforgiving Deadfire, and not a moral judgment. The Raparu are destined to be reborn into the Kurau or Mataru class in their next lives. Resolve contributes towards reducing hostile effect durations. Will and deflection, and it reflects the character's internal drive, determination, and fearlessness. Alright, cool. So, yeah, we're going to buy those. Thanks. And we'll give those to... Perfect. You. Whole day. There we go. No, you don't think so? What are your thoughts?
Amira's winds blow sweet upon you.
By Nagati's light, spare me the attention of outsiders.
May Amira's winds blow sweet.
Did I ask her if her people saw the giant? Yes, she thought it was Nagati. Can you help me free my ship?
Yes, but it will take Clario's assistance. Convince him, and I will aid you.
Why wait on Clario's word?
You are one of his people now. It falls on him to protect you.
Fair. Alright. Let's get out of here then. Don't need to go there. Let's check out the harbor again. Oh, I can choose individual locations too. That's neat. Alright. Let's go straight to the jail. That's cool. It'll save me a little bit of time. I think Jake will win by vote. You don't think either of them are going to get a knockout?
Sure.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest.
What
is it?
I convinced Delari to keep watch on Grouchy Street.
Perfecto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to.
Well done. Oh, so she was happy. I thought she'd be
Easier to
pissed.
work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So,
Awesome.
we have one small part of Port Maje under control. A good start. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Maje would be set right within the week.
Sweet. Give me a lot of money for that. Alright, so that was one. And now I gotta go talk to the guy that lied to me. Potentially lied to me. That was just her side of the story. But she seems pretty honorable. And I don't know this guy very well. Although I don't know why someone with a busted face would lie to me that much. I'm gonna go ahead and buy...
Have a look.
I know. You're just a merchant. I'm not super interested in what you have to say. I will buy that now. I kind of want to buy this too, because it has a lot of good things in it. I just got to remember that. Yeah, give me that ring. And give that to you as added defense. Okay, thank you. Where was this guy? Mike might win, but I doubt there will be a knockout. I don't know, I feel like Mike has a lot to prove coming back after this long. He might not take it easy. But he might very well be just too out of the game. Regardless of how hard he trains.
Most days I'd fire up the kettle for you or something. Sorry.
I spoke to Mokeha. She claims that she won fairly and that you insulted her.
A surprise! The brute speaks, and you have survived the conversation in one piece. Merla, perhaps my tongue was loosened by drink. What of it? Is
It changes
any man
everything,
who
man.
insults the savage's pride due a beating? The law is on my side.
We'll stop calling them savages. Not if the money belonged to her.
You have no proof. Have a heart. I cannot work as I am. If I cannot pay my dues, I will lose my home. They will put my boy on the street.
I will literally go easy on you because you have a child
Does
for
not
no other
deserve
reason.
that.
But it might help if you didn't call them
I
savages.
refer only to Mokeha, that shark-faced harpy. May Andra's beasts feast upon her eyes.
Rinko thrashes feebly in his bed, one fist raised
She
defiantly.
cheated me. Are we to lose our home for the sake of Clario's alliance?
She didn't cheat you. Listen, dude, you go confess or spend the rest of your sorry life eating nothing but soup. I'm tired of you. No, you had a chance. Rinko stares up at you, his eyes wide, his hands grip
It is
tightly
not
at the
enough that
sheets.
she has ruined me. Now
You ruined
threaten me
yourself.
in my home. Please, for the sake of my son, I will
No.
tell the guards the truth. I swear it. I must hope
Fucking better.
that Clario's dogs will be more merciful than you.
Yeah. Do I still have her coin purse? Because that would be funny. I do. Whoops. Well, my money now. Did you hear that Jake Paul made fun of Tyson's deceased daughter? I did not hear that. But, case in point, I said it earlier that I wasn't a fan of him as a person, and it's shit like that that's exactly why. Not sure if real or not, but there are multiple videos about. I'll have to check that out, see if I can figure out if that's true,
Gods,
because
I beg you, grant me a posting on the far side of the world.
based on some of the shit that I heard about him in the past, it wouldn't surprise me, but that's really messed up. Alright, where am I at here? Looks like I gotta go to the dig site.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why the...
On foot. Yes. Why does it take so long to exit the city? Holy crap. Oh, because I gotta go all the way there. And if I remember correctly, that was to the east. And then there's the Aparuwaru, which I'm not quite ready for. Or at least I wasn't, but I have leveled up once. And dropped the difficulty, so maybe. We'll see. Oh boy. Yeah, he was definitely here.
Watch your weight. If you'll spare me a minute, I'd like to perform a last rite for these poorly departed souls.
Shodi bends double, hands resting briefly on her knees before she wipes sweat from her brow. Huffing to catch her breath, she glances up to you with a bright smile. She reaches for the lantern
Please,
on her
Watcher.
hip.
Without my guidance, they might have a hard time finding the light.
What happens if they can't find the light? I think that I know that just means they won't
They'll
go back
be
to the
lost,
wheel, but
never making it to hell
Yeah.
and back. Or they'll wander and eventually find their way, lifetimes after they should have.
hell is a colloquial term used for the beyond in Adir, the Deerwood, and Red Ceres. Her jaw takes on a determined set and she straightens,
That's
ready to
supposing
work.
they ain't a follower of Aethys. What do you reckon happens to them folks in hell when the god of rebirth is deader than a doornail?
Like, I hate to break it to you, but these people had their souls sucked out by Aethys. Their corpses are just empty husks.
That why they're so ashy?
Exactly. Aethos caused the Biawak when he passed through.
So it's not just symbolism in my dreams. I saw my god walking through storms. Didn't know he created them. While I do thank you for shielding my pride, Watcher, I figure it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you don't mind, I'll just do a calling real quick.
I'll allow it, if it makes you feel
Mighty
better.
kind of you.
She grins happily. With 2 intent strides forward, she unsheathes her sickle and lantern, fluidly swinging each in a series of well-practiced movements. Chanting, whirling, weapons slicing the air, Shodi's voice lilts and falls in an invocation, a summons to any departed lingering in the area.
This here's a final call for all souls. Last stop for the lost. Gather round now, I'll cut you loose and haul you into the light.
This just reminds me of Final Fantasy X, Yuna trying to do ascending and then just screaming at everyone in a very thick southern drawl. Swinging the lantern faster and faster, Shodi plants her thighs wide and then thrusts her arms up high over her head. The lantern rattles in her grip, and the light from within flares blindingly bright. In the silence of your held breath, it almost seems like a soul should sift up from within one of the corpses, quivering in the air before siphoning into the lantern's fading brilliance. But the ashen bodies are bereft of souls, so in the end Shodi's light fades without acquiring anything.
It's my honored duty to reap and shepherd departed souls during their journey to being reborn. With Aethys dead, me and the other reapers gotta gather as many souls as we can. We'll keep 'em safe until Gon returns to Hell and can take 'em into his divine embrace.
A blush spreads hot beneath your thumb, and Shodi glances away, no longer able to meet your gaze, but her lips curve into a pleased
I'm keeping
smile.
lost souls. And here.
She taps the metal frame
And
of
that's
the lantern.
all I care to say for now. Let's go.
She nods before setting off. Leveled up again? Gosh, dang. 2 months until the fight. Attack her. Attack Shodi? No, I'm not going to attack Shodi. You'd be a fan of my Dark Urge playthroughs. Keep you going on athletics. And do I want him to keep going on survival, or do I want to give him a point in, like... I need to figure out how this affects my other characters. Aha! Okay, so he has 3 points in Streetwise, but he's only giving him 2 points. Alright, so that's something. Like, she has 4 points, but she's only giving him 3 points. Got it. Alright, I will figure out the math on that one, but there's something. There's 4 and 3. 1 to 1. 2 to 2. Do I have a 3 somewhere? I don't. Oh, I do. Alright, so 3 is 2, 4 is 3. So this... I don't know what 5... If 5 would become 4, or if 5 would stay at 3, I don't know. I'm not going to take the chance on it. 9 is only 4. Jeez. Okay, good to know. So if they have 3 from the party, it's really not worth it going up any too much higher, because it's going to be somewhere between 4 and 9. So if he has 2, 3 would still be 2, and 4 would be 3, right? Where's that 3? Yeah, 3 would be 2. So that's not going to actually benefit me in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so I'll just have him keep chugging on survival then. 1 ability. Now he gets fighter stances. Excellent. Ooh, and a new one. Alright, cool. What does he have equipped? Crap. I should have checked. Well, I want him to have a spear, potentially.
What can I do you for?
And does that work the same? I assume it does. Yeah, so 6 is still 3. Alright. Getting there. So 4 is 3. So 1 point there would help him. I'm understanding it now. Got it. Alright, cool. Alright, yeah, you can keep chugging on alchemy. You can... If I have 2 and 2, that's 4. So that's done. You're the only one with history. You're the only one with religion. And that's pretty much your max of contribution to him. So just keep going on religion. Got it. And what does she get? Pillar of Faith. Oh, and a new one. Cool. Alright, and... What is a sickle? Would that be a... Yes. She already has it, though. Wait, what? Why is that gray? I'm confused. Alright, so she already has... Ah, it's an arbalist. She already has that. Why is it gray? So weird. Give her a mace, I guess. I don't... No, I'll give her this because those were actually really cool and I want someone to be able to use them. Level up. You keep going with mechanics because... Yep. Everyone needs athletics, but you're good on that for now. Alright, so 4 is 3. You're good. 6 is also 3. So that can be leveled for himself. I feel like I should give him another point in insight. Just, that would only help. Well, he's the higher one. Yeah, I'll do another point in insight. And then for you, we have 2 weapon. We'll do dirty fighting. And I will also give you the war pick. Cool. My dog's name is Steelyx. Like the Pokemon. Spelled a little differently. I use a Y instead of an I. This is a huge area. Also, it's a huge statue. Alright, got a ladder. Can't go straight down that way, okay. Can't go down that way. Probably should have just stuck up there. But I want to see if there's anything over here first. Of course there's not. And he's sleeping on the floor again. I don't know what his issue is tonight. Normally he's right up here with me watching and playing around. Oh, okay. There's a ramp or something that I'm missing there. What is that now? That looks like a boar? Fun. And a...
Enemies ahead.
What even is that?
Yeah?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah?
Can you? Ooh. Alright. Didn't get as close as I would have liked, but it's okay. Now, do you regenerate these per combat? That's my other question. He is a little camera shy tonight. Meanwhile, I've got Merlin all up in my face right... Thank you, Dark, for spelling that out. Meanwhile, I've got Merlin all up in my face right now. Oh, you lucky bastard. Love that cat. I'm gonna test it out. Why not? Pillar of Faith. Okay. That's not gonna go where I want it to go. They're all gonna move out of the way. Shoot. Alright, well. Into the fray. Let's have you... I gotta remember that that pulls now. In the other game, that same ability launched him forward. Like, he charged into battle. Now it, like, pulls them into him.
Glory be to God!
Oh! Okay. Oh, I could have paid attention over there to see when that was gonna launch. That makes more sense now. And then get you out of there, because I don't want you in the front. And they're still attacking him. What is the point of having a tank if they all just ignore him? Did they just get stronger? They got enraged. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Can I see what that is somehow? No? Alright. Fair.
Take him down.
Alright, we'll just... Jeez, almost killed that thing outright. I should have had him heal. Oh well. Ah, I gotta pay attention to this too. Alright, Alright, I'll pay attention to that every turn. Now, if I really wanted to... Yeah, cool. Alright. Dies. Just drops dead. Alright, and then... No real point in doing that, so just have you attack. Okay. No point in blinding him.
Leave it to me.
What can I do you for?
Huh?
He can move around, and then...
Hey.
Nice. Alright, I think I'm getting the hang of combat. And how are your other good kitties? You can hold on to that. That can go here. Whatever Odorisi did to that last batch, it's working. We're seeing much higher concentrations of essence in the harvest at Adra. I only wish he'd let the rest of us in on his methods. One of our Hawana workers got the jolt of his life transporting one of the crates, and that's on top of the one that got blinded last week. All Odorisi has to say for himself is that they were careless. I'm the one paying these islanders' families out of my own pocket. At this rate, I'm going to be the one idiot who comes out of this whole enterprise with less money than I started. S. Alright. Oh, got a couple different buildings here. There's the Luminous Audra pool down there. There's a training hall right here. Warning extreme danger inside by order of Odorisi. The training hall is off limits to exploration. Well, it seems like you guys found extreme danger anyways. Hey, Steely boy. You got an itch? Yes, a good one. Gosha? What did I just pick up? I just found a cat. Yeah, take that, Tuck. I got my own cat now. While Gosha is following you around, you receive a bonus to perception, and enemy weapon attacks are less likely to crit against your party. Yeah, what does Merlin do for you? Not that. Oh, little Gosha. Look at him! Look at him follow me around. I love it. You jealous? You give me the side eye? Yeah. You're a jelly boy. You're a jelly roll. Yeah. You're my number one. You're such a good boy. You and your badness. He might if I took him out adventuring, you don't know. I love his little run. I feel like you take him outside a lot. Always sending me snaps of him running around the backyard in his little leash. Pry bar goes to you. You can take one of those. Nope. And then the other one can go there. Whoever was in here left in the middle of drinking their tea. Not their tea. Why would you leave the tea behind? Also, small immature pearls are frequently recovered by Hawana oyster divers. While not as valuable as mature pearls, they are still used as currency throughout the Deadfire. Neat. Harris, take this coin out to the Hawana village and see if you can round up anyone willing to do a week's digging for pay. Try the low caste types first, the Raparu. They're used to hard work and they don't ask for more than their share. Ooh, another building, foreman's quarters. Oh, and another building. And I cannot go... Oh, maybe I can? Slowly? There we go. Good God. I can't go up that way. Footstep is so big it's blocking my path. Yeah. Whoa, where are you going? Hold up.
You must gather your pride before venturing.
That wasn't half bad.
On it.
Salt, poultry, silverfin, cuttlefish, oil. Yeah, he does get out back, but that's as far as it goes. Michelle might kill me if I take him further. That's fair. No walking around the neighborhood. Alright. I think that's everything over here. Oh. Oh. What is that? Some kind of cat? Now. Young panther. I found another cat. Will this one be my friend? Come to me, kitty. Oh god, what did I just do? It does not tell me. Where she will go in the initiative order, which is really upsetting. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, it's the top of the next round. She'll be able to use that. So I don't necessarily want her to do that right now.
Get threshed.
Just... Okay, don't do that. Kind of projection, that's a really good one. I'll save for later. Or will I? If I can hit 3 of them. Nah, because that'll be the same thing. It won't go off until later on. What do I have you do? I feel like this is the better choice. Something will be standing in front of her.
Sure.
That was probably a bad choice. Give you that. And oh, I could have him do it again. Just to be out of there so he's not absorbing all the attacks. It's not a bad idea. If you go as close as you can.
May I be a candle in the night.
Alright, cool. That's a big boy cat. Yeah, it is. That a girl, Shorty.
What can I do you for?
You can try this out. I'm curious how it works. Holy God. That did so much damage. Wow. Okay. Good to know that you can do that. I mean, it said that it did 150 damage earlier, but I thought that it was like when they're close to near death, it would do that much damage, not that. That was wild. How far can you go?
Let's go. Yeah.
That'll do.
Got it.
Can you not engage both? Huh. Thought you could. Alright, alright.
Take him down.
What do you need?
May I be a candle in the night.
How about you try this? I'm curious. Very cool. I'm starting to like her a lot.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
What can I do you for?
Just keep this thing distracted. That's good enough.
Let's go.
Nice. Nope, don't push her out of the way. Oh, well, alright. Look at the cat! Watch out, cat. It's battle raging. That was dramatic. It barely tickled you. Alright. Getting the hang of this. I mean, yeah, it's on a slightly lower difficulty, but still feel like that was necessary. Look at that footprint. Holy hell. T-Rex ain't got nothing on that. I'm gonna have to fight that thing at some point, aren't I? Oh, man. The old egg. The generator occasionally vibrates wildly, and you can faintly hear the sound of metal grinding on metal from somewhere inside the machinery. Alright, before I go into that room, let's go check out some of these other areas. Starting with, I guess, this. Gosha is going to kill them all on his or her own. Does it say Andy on it anywhere? Andy? Oh my god, I get it. That was good. I did not mean to exit that room. That was good.
Wait. Look there.
Oh gosh. Now there's enemies.
On it.
Statue bears elaborate detail from the buckles of the warrior's greaves to his curly locks. Oh. Alright, does she have her spell slots back? She does! Oh, so cool. Okay. Well then. Also, check out the difficulty on that thing. That is 3 skulls. I should not be in here right now. Fun. Okay. There's 2 of them. Crap.
Huh? Let's go.
Oh god. I'm gonna get my butt whipped right now. Well, that one's not as tough. Stop attacking the rogue. Attack the tank. I need like a lore ability of some kind. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Get you like here. Yeah, buddy. Oh god. Well, so much for that. I mean, that's okay. That's the one that you want to be, though.
Here we go.
Okay, you're gonna hold on to your abilities so that you can heal when you need you to.
Hey.
Oh gosh. Took you a second. I wasn't sure if you'd get it or not. Well, you'll see big footsteps in December that say Andy. Really? That's cool.
I'm on.
That was like hidden around the park or something?
Yeah.
May I be a candle in the night.
Happy to oblige.
I'll be amazed if I get through this.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh, that did good damage to them. Damn.
Yeah?
I might actually survive.
Lavru, be on sync.
Hell yeah! Now we're talking. Alright, that being said, let me read that tutorial. Triggering a trap or being knocked out during combat will apply an injury to that character. Injuries remain on a character until they use food or drink while resting, or by resting at an inn. Press or hold left trigger to open radial menu and navigate to the rest or wait section. Okay. Does he have injuries? He does. I see it. How do I see what it is? I mean... Bleeding cut. Nope. Gaping wound. 25% minus healing received, minus 15% max health. I'll deal with that for the time being. Alright, it's about on par with what I got. Okay. Eh. At Toy Story Land inside Hollywood Studios, it's supposed to be Andy's backyard, so they put big shoe prints into the pavement to make it look like he's been walking around, so they don't actually say Andy on them, but they're his footprints. I don't know why I said his name was on them. Yeah, that actually makes sense. His name wouldn't necessarily be on them. Who am I fighting? Is there someone that I'm not seeing around here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you came from far away. You know what? You just make your way up to me, and I'll deal with you when you get here.
Happy to oblige.
Good God. Alright, Huh? You could get there, but I don't think you're going to be able to. So let's see what happens. Ha!
Yeah, no good.
Immune to blinded, of course. I should have known. Absolutely fair, but... And then... increase accuracy and disruption. Dang, nice.
Yeah? May I be a candle
What
in
can
the
I do
night?
you for? That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
What? What does that mean?
Will do.
Alright, I'm getting out of here. I'm just gonna do that. Training Dummy's blade is heavily notched from repeated strikes on hapless trainees. Mace, a large shield, gauntlets of accuracy. Cool. Do you not have a shield equipped? Oh, it's way up there, that's why. Are you proficient in a large shield? feel like you're not. Medium shield. Okay. Noted. I haven't gotten a chance to read your latest Disney fact of the day. I'll have to get on that soon. It's 12:47, so I'll be calling it a night here pretty soon. Alright, so not going in there again. That was deadly. I mean, it did warn me. I just didn't listen. Well, good news, everyone. It's Hollywood Studios related because it just celebrated its 35th anniversary on May 1st. Huh. Awesome. There's something special going on down there for it, or?
Real quiet now.
Why did I just pause? Ah, random ass cave beetle. Oh, other cave beetles that I could not see. Oh, that was... shoot. Let's do that, and then swap your stance to this. Why aren't they attacking Adair? They literally just walked past Adair to go fight my main character. Oh, just... there you go.
May I be a candle in the night.
There you go. God damn.
Take him down.
Sweet. They did like a one-day celebration with some limited merch and such. That's cool.
I'll get it open. I've got it.
Champion's Medallion. The small Audra disc was apparently to be worn as a medallion. One side of the disc depicts a figure with its arms raised triumphantly above its head, a blade in one hand and a shield in the other. The other side of the disc has been worn smooth with time and is unreadable. Note to Foreman. One of the workers dug up this old Audra medallion in the sub-level yesterday. I doubt Odorisi would be interested in it, but besides, it looks like it's worth something. Might be nice to surprise the crew with a bonus. At least someone's thinking about the workers. That's good. Okay, so 5 is the cap. Good to know. Looks like that's all that's in here. Let's check out what's down here. Oh, I need to brush you. Yeah, look at all this hair. Look at all that hair.
Keeping quiet. On it.
Some random ingredients and such. I did notice that I picked up a pry bar. There we go. Give that to you.
Will do.
Oh, these poor guys. I'm just like tearing them apart. This is a big area, isn't it? Holy Jesus. Yep. Okay. Back out of here for now. I'm not going to have enough time to do this today. Let all champions pay homage to Exandros. Wish I could read that. For without him, there would be no glory. The copper bowl has tarnished to a dull blue-green. Grime and dust coat the surface in a thin film. Let's take a peek. At the bottom of the bowl is a shallow circular depression. You recognize the offering bowl, an artifact found in many Engwithan ruins. It would have been intended for use only by Engwithans who held high rank or had made some great achievement. In an arena such as this, a champion might fulfill that role. I'll leave that alone for a few minutes. I have a bad feeling. You good, pup? Tweaking out? Isn't there another entrance over here somewhere? Luminous Audra Pool. Redeems a hydrate. Oh, good call. God, I can't wait to do that. Thank you. Your character looks like they could almost be a children of the forest. Kinda, yeah, actually. That's a good, a decent comparison.
Happy to
Better
oblige.
than just being a child, I guess. What is that? Oh, that's where I was earlier. Okay. So where am I now? What are you? I can't even see it. Oh, great. Brine imp. As opposed to brine shrimp. Yeah, I said it. Sue me. Well, how about you chill back there?
What do you need?
Ader, you move up.
Here we go.
Good. At least they're attacking him for a change. Oh, no, see? Oh, nice. Alright, I'm cool with it. Let's get you up here. What do we got?
Moe, Ixie, honest.
Heck yeah. You now can pop like there. Cool, cool.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle. What can I do you for?
Such a weird thing to say. I don't understand. That is such a cool ability. Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
May I be a candle in the night?
Yeah. I think that's beyond me.
Ah, you can't make it over there? You can make it over here. can.
What do you need?
You cannot make it over there.
Hey.
Can't have him do anything.
Pariathus! What can I do you for?
Ah, there he goes.
Yeah?
You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
There we go. All right. Excuse. A bump on a pickle. I would say it's a southern thing, but do the characters in this game adhere to American southern slang? That's a great question. I have a degenerate mind that took no one place first. Dude, honestly, that's where my mind went to. I was thinking of, I'm not going to remember her name, but the girl from Firefly. I ain't had something twixt my nethers that ain't run on batteries in years. Was that all that was over here? It's just a couple brine imps? Alright. So if that's like the super big area. I was there. That's blocking my path. And then there's the training hall, which is like the really deadly area, but I was thinking the pickle lady from Choo Choo Charles. What the hell? What is a Choo Choo Charles? It's a horror game about an evil train. Oh, is that the like Thomas the Tank Engine looking thing?
Yeah.
But demonic?
Worth a look.
Yeah. Choo Choo Charles, you know, the great value Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, that was good.
I've got it.
The training dummy has long since been frozen into mobility by age. Oh, figures. I was all nervous about exploring the rest of this place, and everyone's
Real
already...
quiet now.
That's the end of it. Okay, good. Oh, gosh. Yee. Tuck and roll, best way to describe him. He's not wrong. That's exactly what it is. Alright, I'll check this thing out, I think. Several men and women appear to be locked inside a cage of some kind. They're little more than silhouettes behind the glass, pointing and gesturing excitedly.
Are the beasts gone?
One woman comes up to the door, hands pressed against the glass. Yeah, I took care of the creatures. The woman turns away to have a muffled exchange with the others. Then she pulls at something by the door, and you hear a rattling clank.
Perfetto! We are saved!
Belfetto was... like Cheers, I think? Well done. A youngish man with bright eyes and a twitching smile claps his hands in joy as he steps out of the cage. The woman next to him, however,
Me and the
remains sober.
Watcher? We're always happy to help.
She beams at you, eyes filled
Governor
with pride.
Claudio must have sent you to rescue us, no? But you do not look like one of his guards.
She rises onto the balls of her feet and peers behind you, as if searching for someone else. She looks to be only midway into her 30s, though the serious set of her mouth makes her seem older. She doesn't have gray hair, like me. Look, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. An older woman hawks an impressive gob of phlegm onto the ground and kicks a clump of dirt over it.
The governor does not care about us. This is all about profit. For him, the rest of the Valian.
Caloste!
A Valian command for silence. She silences the others with a sharp look. She turns back to you with a resigned breath.
And that is what matters.
What are you all doing?
Hiding, of course.
The corners of his mouth spasm. The cranky old woman next to him sighs and lays a comforting hand on his
We were
arm.
taking measurements of the luminous Adra when something strange began happening.
Fascinating. The pillar started
He
to
licks his
dip.
lips.
The ground shook, and our instruments showed unusual variations.
That's when those of us with a grain of sense got into the cage.
She glares at the excitable young man, but he doesn't seem to notice. What happened then?
Colossus. Some kind of construct made from luminous Adra. It passed through the arena toward the pillar.
Vanessa
Moments
closes
later,
her eyes.
the pillar went dark, and all of our colleagues outside the cage froze. Like they turned to ash.
She goes quiet, her hands clasped in front of her. The young man leans forward, his eyes wide, with a perverse kind of excitement.
That is when the panthers and worms showed up. Started going through the tents. It was awful, but Engfirth...
Vanessa shoots him a furious look and he falls silent again. A confused and slightly injured expression
Some
crinkles
of our
his face.
people are still missing in the ruins, including Oderisi, our lead researcher. It is possible he managed to hide.
Her furrowed brow, however, suggests otherwise. I should go look.
Most of the ruins are that way.
I suppose.
Through the door next to the ramp.
She points to a dark entrance in the eastern
If
wall
you're
of
going
the
below,
arena.
you should take Engfirth with you.
She turns and motions someone to the front of the group.
He looks just like...
Adair cuts himself off for reasons not yet apparent. His jaw hangs slack. A sharp-featured elf, that's frickin' Aloth. A sharp-featured elf comes to the fore. As he meets your eyes, he gives you a knowing nod. He's earned a few new scars, but you recognize Aloth Corficer all the same. He taps a finger to his lips, a sly smile working its way
Engfirth
across
knows a
them.
great many spells. At first, he even cast fire to chase away the panthers.
Until the flames nearly caught one of the tents.
You're making a really great case for Engfirth.
Outside of this cage, his skills would be a boon. I do not expect the ruins will be any safer. Many of our people remained behind, which has surely attracted more wildlife. It would be prudent to take help, as long as Engfirth is willing to go.
She looks quickly to Aloth.
I
He
would
nods.
be happy to assist.
He holds your gaze with wide, expectant eyes. What else can you tell me about Engfirth?
I don't think that's really...
He has only been with us a few weeks. He is inexperienced, but he came with a glowing recommendation from an academy in Celona.
That is surely a generous overstatement.
Aloth chuckles uncomfortably and gives you a meaningful look. A glowing recommendation, you say?
Surely we don't have time for...
A pupil of unnatural talent is the phrase I recall. It seems he was loved
I
and
love this.
regarded by almost all his instructors, though misunderstood, I gathered, by his fellow students.
I cannot imagine why.
The old Animancer rolls her eyes.
This helpful stranger surely has more important things to worry about.
The tips of Aloth's ears are bright red. He glares at you. Impressive. Especially since he doesn't sound Valian.
That's quite a...
Students come from all over the world to study animancy in the Republics, especially since it is still forbidden in places like Adir.
But Engfeth's story is especially sad. He was only a boy when both his parents died in a fire.
He came to the Deerwood and lived at the manor of a wealthy older uncle until he also died.
I'm his uncle now, am I?
If that's all, then perhaps we should be off.
I'll gladly accept his help. He gives you
Be
a quick
careful.
smile.
I'm Miko.
She gives Aloth's hands a quick squeeze
I
before
shall
backing
try.
away. Aloth nods at her before leading you a short distance
Thank you for
away.
your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
He casts a regretful glance back at Vanessa and the Animancers. Your wealthy old uncle. Really?
It seemed like a convenient story. Besides,
He
you do
winces.
have the oldest soul of anyone I know.
At least tell me what you've been doing here.
That's a rather long story. The short version, for now, is that I'm gathering information on local animancy operations.
He looks
But
you
I
up
could
and
ask
down.
you the same.
Let's discuss that when we've got some privacy.
Indeed.
Sweet. Very, very sweet. Okay. I want to keep him at a distance. I think I'm just going to keep him as a wizard. Battle Mage would be really fun, though. Yeah, I'll just keep it simple.
Aye. Aye.
Level him up. Alright, yep. Knew he would have Arcana. And a couple points in explosives, which is surprising. History. Insight, that'll help. A couple extra points for me. Metaphysics. Interesting. I feel like metaphysics is probably going to be his strong point. That or history. Let's go with metaphysics for now. Holy God, so many spells. Okay, this is going to take me a second. I like that I don't have to worry about a grimoire anymore. Oh, maybe I do. I haven't actually checked his inventory. I should probably do that. He has the missiles in grimoire, so he can do new things. Oh, geez, his grimoire is like... very cool. Okay, I'm getting it now. Luckily, a lot of these are the same as the first game. Nope. Nope. That's actually really cool. In case he's ever in melee. Because it heals him. So I will give him that. Will I? No, I want Dazzling Lights. Alright, that's level 1. Pump up another point in Arcana. Another point in Metaphysics. Cool, cool. Huh, that's neat. have Rolling Flame, which is arguably the worst one. Ray of Fire, I remember being really good. Yes, absolutely bewildering spectacle. And that's a healing spell, so yes. Alright, yet again, and yet again. And then we have Paralyzed. Grimoire Slam is kind of useless. Curse of Blackened Sight. Is that an AoE? No, target. I'm going to go with Fetid Caress. And then... Alright, so what is that? That's a wand. Alright, here we go. Scepter hurls the wielder with each attack, hurts the wielder with each attack, but increases the damage dealt. Horrible. Rod attacks with greater energy, slowing your initiative, but hitting enemies around the target. That's really cool. Focus wand attacks to interfere with the enemy's ability to attack effectively at the cost of damage. Oof, both of these are good. Let's go with that one for now. Cool.
What do you need?
What do you got for me? Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention at all to the chat. Damage for heals, hell yes. Then up the damage to get more refunded heals, hell yes. Thoughts from that user counts. Thoughts from that user counts. What do you mean? I got you on the other two, but that one confuses me.
Let us speak again once we've left Port Maje.
Yeah, that's fair. But let me check your abilities and stuff first. What do you got? This is actually maybe useful in this game. We'll see. I will give you all of these as well. Okay. And then Scroll of Withdraw. Can she actually use that? She can. So I'll give that to her. I'll have to watch that video after Tuck. Damage over time, like Bleed's Curse is siphoning. Taking damage count. Well, I know what dots are. Taking damage counts as damage, non-physical as refunded heals too. I have to look at the spell that you were talking about. That was my question.
What do you need?
What does he got? Character sheet? There we go. It was... Combusting wounds? No. Well, apparently I can't look at them anyways. Oh, I can do it this way. Derp. Oh, okay, well, I don't know if there's a spell for it, like I said, just going off. Dots from the user counts as what, though? For what? Was that one of his abilities that I missed? entirely possible, because I just ripped through that pretty quickly. I'm so confused. If I have a bleed effect... Yeah, no, I'm saying if you have such a spell and effect... Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe. I don't think I do on him yet. I know he does. My main character, Davos. But I don't think he has anything to cause a dot yet. No, he does not. Ugh. That's gross. I don't like that at all. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like he has anything like that yet. That would be helpful. Ooh, what does this do? That's way better than his in the last one. No, it's the exact same thing. Makes it a little faster, though. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think I got anything yet. I want to interact with this, but I don't. Let's do it. Let's place that champion's medallion. See what happens. Oh, just open a door. Okay. I was afraid the statues were gonna, like, come to life or something. Here rests Exandros, most virtuous architect. Oh, okay. Cool. 15%, 15 health. Nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was like scared to open the door. Who would that benefit the most? Probably Aloth, with the way that he always gets frickin' attacked. I mean, that was a game ago, but... Actually, I can put that on him, because this will give a bonus to anyone, and it will be a +1 bonus for Davos as well. So let's do... What did that do again? Reduce incoming damage. Yeah, no, I do want that on her as like a fallback, because she's going to be the one to level up my people eventually. So let's give that to him. I'm just noticing this guy. Nope, that's not a potion. Never mind. Alright, cool. Aloth is a cutie. Alright, guy, I'm exhausted, so I'm going to go get going to bed. It was a fun time as always. Have a good night, and I'll catch you next time. Dark, you have yourself a good night as well. Hey, Tuck, you have yourself a great night. I was actually just thinking about calling it here because, I mean, I'm right at the entrance to this place, and it's past 1 o'clock, and yeah, I think it's as good a time as any. So, I'll do that. But yeah, you have yourself a great night, Tuck. I will definitely catch you next time. Tomorrow, I plan on doing an extended stream from, like... slightly earlier in the day. I think around 8 o'clock is when I have it in the Discord, but I might start a little bit earlier than that. So if you're around, it'd be great to see you. If not, that's cool too. Ugh. But yeah. Oh yeah, it is Friday. And I'll be here as always. But yeah, both of you have yourself a great night, and all my lurkers, have yourselves great nights as well. I appreciate everyone that's come and hanging out. My usual ramble. If you like what you saw, give me a follow and join the Discord for my updated schedule. There's a YouTube that has all the past videos. This one will be uploaded tomorrow. And thank you for your time. I'll try and pop on later that night. I'm working 4 to close, but I can get on later. Sweet, man. Sounds like a plan. Have a good one, Tuck. Thank you for streaming. Much love all. Thank you for joining. Appreciate everyone. Much love. All the things. I saved, right? I'm gonna save again.